You know, YouTube. Kind of wish Brandon was here to talk about it, because, well, actually, no, that's not true, because we kind of have to get through this before he gets here, so we could, you know, go out and get the stuff. I actually need a wall mount for my TV.
Oh, you got one, or you?
No, I need one. So we were going to Target anyways.
Oh.
We can't even buy fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards anymore.
God, oh, dude, you're right. That's so sad.
Yeah, because I was gonna open packs, but apparently we're fucking war criminals if we do that.
Why?
Because they don't sell cards anymore. Like, they don't sell, like, Pokemon cards or, like, Yu-Gi-Oh stuff.
Like, in store. They
Yeah.
do it online.
Because people got so fucking rabid. The most you'll find is Magic the Gathering and DBZ.
Yep, because no one fucking cares about those card games.
Yup, fuck. Did you know they have an archetype called Salamangreat?
Really?
Yeah, I said that, and Mike was like, he's like, alright, for a second I thought you got into Magic without telling, or not an archetype, a card.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, okay. That's so cool, though.
Anyways.
They look cool.
We should start talking about the news, because we have, like, 2 hours.
Trails to Azure. So that was the first one.
So they're Trails to Zero,
and then Azure.
Azure. So, during New Game Expo, the only thing that really came out of it, because I didn't hear anything else that came out of it, because if I did, it would have been on Spawnwave's thing, but it wasn't. So,
I'll probably decide to say the second one first.
No, they didn't. They did Zero Azure.
No,
like in this announcement, it says Trails to Azure and Trails from Zero.
Yeah, you're right.
Even
I don't think they know. I don't think
they do. That's like being like Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man.
Well, look, this was probably written by D-tier comicbook.com or whatever it's called, where they just don't know anything but write about everything. Yeah. So,
they are RPGs. That's all they write.
Yeah. So, Trails of Zero, Trails of Azure, Trails Trails from Zero, Trails from to Azure.
To Azure. From Zero to Azure.
Legend of Nayuta, Boundless Trails, and Trails from Reverie.
Wait, what are they?
Yeah, Trails from Reverie. I think. Right? No, Trails into Reverie.
Into Reverie. Trails into beginning.
Wait, what?
No, Reverie does not. That's not.
Wait, so what's that? Wait, what's that title for?
Which one?
That's Hajimari.
Wait, what's Hajimari called?
Hajimari's Reverie. Trails into Reverie.
Trails to the beginning.
They didn't go with that. I actually don't.
I would have done Trails from the beginning because it's going past.
I do kind of understand it though, because I guess
then you'd think it was a prequel, probably.
Right. And it's not like in Japan, it'll make sense because
Hajimari.
Yeah, not just that, but everyone knows this. Like, well, not everyone, but more enough people know it. Whereas here, it'll be like,
oh, it's the beginning of the arc.
Oh, I should start playing this. It's like, no,
don't put the word. I get it. Don't put the word beginning.
So, what does Reverie mean exactly?
I'm actually about to look that up because I'm honestly not
sure.
Trails into Reverie. Doesn't that mean like revering?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so the thing I know Reverie from is One Piece held the Reverie, which is the meeting of all of the governments.
So it means a state of being pleasantly lost in one's thought, a daydream.
That makes so much sense.
Because in this game, there is a place called the True Reverie Corridor.
There you go, Trails.
That's where all like the doors and stuff happen. It's all in the Reverie Corridor. So Trails into Reverie, which makes a lot of sense.
What the fuck is Nayuta?
Nayuta is a spin-off Trails game. That is
Boundless Trails.
Yeah.
Is this now going to be canon?
As of now, no. Because Falcom has said that it is not canon, but like he did say that maybe in the future we could do something with it, but right now it is not, apparently. A lot of people say that the white-haired girl looks like the Grandmaster, which is funny. It's 100% not the Grandmaster.
But wait, what if he was just hinting at it?
How funny would it be if, like, years later, it's like her, but it's like she is the Grandmaster. It's like, oh, but it's not her. It just looks like her. They just go full Saber. It just looks like that.
But yeah, no, I don't. She's probably not. I don't think she's a Grandmaster. They would not have made it that fucking. They're not dumb. Like I imagine. But yeah.
I want to play these games.
4 games. This is really cool. Zero, Azure, Reverie, and Nayuta.
When does those? Talk about when they come out.
Yeah.
So the fact that they like actually are coming out is like amazing.
The fact that NS America went out of their way to make sure that Zero and Azure come here, because Hajimari was happening regardless, but Zero and Azure were not guarantees by any stretch of the imagination.
My
So
big issue is maybe it's all on this site. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of picked a
They're gonna
site.
be sold in a pack.
No.
I would
They're sold
imagine.
separately, but
I would imagine on Steam when Azure comes out, they will be in a pack
no, they already have Steam listings though, and they're separate.
eventually.
So maybe after they both come out, maybe, but
Couple
they don't really
months.
do re-releases like that. So I don't see it happening. Because they ain't go close to 1 and 2 either. So I'm separate.
But I mean, these are like different. Like that's like, oh, it's like 1 and 2. Yeah, they've come out after a while, but it's like this is the first one, this is the second one. But these are like, hey, these are games that that technically should have already been out, but now
Yeah,
they're here
but-
and like they're 2. That's it. You know, it's a
Maybe.
duology. So
Because
Yeah.
Steam will do. Well, they won't do it beforehand, but a couple of months later
Yeah.
they'll do it afterwards.
But yeah, so here's the thing, right? So Zero comes out fall of next year. Azure, Reverie, and Naruto all come out in 2023.
oh dear. So
So-
Azure and Zero aren't coming out at the same time.
No.
Nayuta,
Zero is the only game coming out next year, and that's in the fall.
2022 fall.
Fall.
So,
2022.
the
I've got time
problem-
to catch up.
Yeah, you've got plenty of time.
the problem that I have with this is they're using the Geofront translation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they're using the as a basis.
For Nayuta and Reverie, I completely understand
Yeah, I expect it.
2023. I get it. I think if you're using translations that are already around, it should be out this year, early next year.
Yeah, like I figured that one game would come out fall this year, and the other game would come out like spring, summer next year.
And
or
then
something, but-
maybe you work on Nayuta to come out like late next year, and then Hajimari somewhere.
But it's like, okay,
2023.
it's the only games that I'm really surprised that Zero and Azure are taking that long, because like, okay, because like there are certain things that you have to do, but like the translation is done, the localization is done. They just need to make some edits that they would want to make, and then like code the text into this version of Zero and Azure.
Which isn't that hard.
So, which it's not.
it's
a little
so-
weird. It's a little weird.
It's very hard to make a game. It's not that hard to put text into a game.
Right, and it's like,
Um,
it's not like Zero Azure had any new text. They had maybe like 5 lines of new text all together. You know, like
Yeah.
So, and then that's already been translated. So, I don't know why it's taking over a year and a half to come out.
Do you think it's because maybe they made the only thing that I could see is maybe they made promises for a bunch of other games,
So I was gonna
and
say,
then they're working on it. However, again, this is literally the Geofront text. Someone just has to read through it, edit what they want, put in that text, and that would kind of, like, how I'm thinking about it, at most would maybe take a month. So it
I mean,
should...
it's months plus, and then you got to do marketing and all that stuff, and I feel like 6 months is enough. I don't know.
But this is the start of the marketing, right?
Yeah, so I'm saying from here till like November or like October would be enough time if you've already done the translation to just market the game and like edit it and be done. It's like, I don't.
Yeah.
How is it taking a year and a half? How? It's just like, I'm not like mad. It's just like, what's going
Perplexed.
on? Yeah, I'm perplexed. I like,
Dumbfounded.
what's going on? What's going
It would be nice if they revealed that maybe it would come out earlier next, but I don't see it happening this year.
No.
If it was to come out earlier, it would be like, oh, hey, we kind of been working on it,
Right.
and we can release it in
Like-
the spring, but...
Like, I feel like I don't see it coming out earlier, because if that was the case, they would not have given a time frame.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have said fall. They would have just said 2022. Then they could put out whenever they want. The fact that they put themselves in a situation where it's fall means that they're confident it will
And-
come out in fall.
Yeah. And the thing
Which
is
confusing.
that it kind of sucks because by the time Reverie comes out, Kuro 2 will be out.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I have been saying this from the beginning. We're always 2 games behind.
But it's so sad.
It is sad.
It hurts that it's put to reality.
I've been a fan of this for long enough to know this is how it works.
He's been burned before.
Yeah, is it just like how I've been a fan of Smash long enough to know what the last character is gonna be? Yeah.
So
We'll talk about that.
but it's just it sucks, man. It's just
It does suck,
Waiting
yeah.
sucks. Like I'm really happy that they did this, and like again, Zero to Azure. That's not something they had to do. They went out of they chose to do that, and I have nothing but respect for that decision. But fuck,
I was
is it waiting so
I was reading on something because there was an interview where I think it was Kondo said that somebody asked, when are someone asked Kondo when are Zero and Azure
He's
coming to the
been
West?
asked that a lot of times.
Yeah.
Every time he's come to the U.S., people have asked
Bring them
him,
with you
So
next
he
time you
knows.
come.
So he probably said, "Hey, NIS America, you could work on these 2 games."
Yeah, but the fact that they were willing, because they could have said no. Because I'm sure when Exceed had the rights to the series, I'm sure at that time too he was like, hey, like even then he was getting calls for Zero and Azure, but they didn't do it because honestly they didn't want to, and they also kind of couldn't. But NS America, it's like that's just money. Like it's tough to put out PSP games in 2022.
Hey man, you got 2, possibly 3 buyers right here for that.
Yeah, but
brand.
that's not, so but they were still like, you know what, fuck that. People want these games. We're gonna do it anyway.
I think they're gonna sell well because
I don't think they'll sell. I think they'll sell like.
I think they'll sell good
Okay.
for a Trails game.
I mean, Cold Steel sold like the Cold Steel games in general sell really well actually.
I imagine they sell fine because we're also in like an age where it's just like.
Zero and Azure are tougher sells because they're from literally 2010.
But like, also don't forget like
Persona
people-
5. I mean, Persona 4 on.
Yeah, but that game has the nostalgia. It has like.
But that's what's going for this
Star
game too.
powers.
It's like this may have a smaller fan base too, but it's like.
infinitesimally small.
But they'll
smaller
still
than-
probably sell well enough. Think about how many people are like, I don't
It'll
want to
sell
play.
okay.
You know, like think about the potential people who say, I want to play more, but
yeah.
really hate it that the middle arc
Right.
I have to emulate.
It's just it's that, and also it's just that the series is already hard enough to get into, so it's like because like you have to tell people, listen, you have to play like 10 games. People are like, no.
But also, I feel like this isn't really hurting. Like you're.
No, I don't think it's hurting. It's
Yeah.
just that like it's
Like
It's also like if they don't sell well, like yeah, it sucks, but
that's
it's
what
not the end of the world.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but the fact I'm sure that NS America is going into it just already assuming that they're not gonna sell that well, and the fact that they're still doing it anyway
It's probably
shows that
why
they
they're
actually
using
give
it.
it.
I think they could sell like a couple of 100,000.
Yeah,
Like that's probably why
But-
they're not going with like a
So-
new translation, because like why?
well,
why'd
I feel like that, but it's also one already exists. Why make your own?
That's why, because it's like, listen, like one exists for us. Let's use that. They want it. We have a fair amount of people who will buy it. That will probably make our money.
Right.
These 2 games aren't going to be enough for us to be like, we have enough money to make a TV show, a serial, and a trading card game. But it'll be enough to be like, okay, when we're doing Kurono Kiseki and whatever comes after, we have a little bit more money in our pocket
Yeah.
than if we had just did them.
Exactly, because obviously the development for it will be cheap. Because again, if you don't have to translate it, there's a lot of manpower they don't have to put into.
Basically, production.
Nayuta might be the only one that they might.
That game, I don't know. That I'm surprised. I was so shocked that they brought that over. Everything else makes sense to me. Nayuta is just
That's the one where it's
Something-
like, if they make more, if this one doesn't sell well, the others probably won't
like
come over.
I'm like, I don't even. There wasn't even that much demand for Nayuta. Like people wanted to play it, but it wasn't like we need
That's
this shit.
my-
It's
So
like,
I'm
would
just
they
like,
rather play Kurono Kiseki?
That's why I
Yeah.
think.
I'm kind of surprised.
That's why I think maybe there was something said about it being possibly canon for the future. Because why would it come here with
Well, I just
the
think-
other games
well,
that are already?
I do think
kinda
that Trails
canon?
is big enough to take a risk on like a side game and see how it does.
Okay.
So I think this could be a way because it still has the Kiseki name in it, so it's good enough to try to see for future games. To see if it is a PSP game
Yeah.
again. This is. I just want to make this clear. 3 of those 4 games are PSP games.
Yeah.
It's just PSP, and then the PS1.
Look, I think that. I think they could sell well. I think. I don't know. I think people, I feel like, are more into these older games coming and buying them, so that way they have them. And, like, for example, Persona 4, bringing it up again, sold like 3 million copies when it came out. I don't think it's going to do that well,
Bro,
obviously.
The entire Cold Steel arc sold 1 million copies. That's 4 games.
Okay.
So there's no shot.
Isn't that just in Japan?
I think that was just in total. Worldwide sales.
I know Reverie sold over 1 million.
Worldwide?
In
This was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but yeah. So to be fair, that was before 4 came out.
And these games are
US.
And these games are coming to PlayStation, Switch, and PC, both Epic and Steam.
Yeah, and that 1 million, that was a big deal for Falcom. Their games do not sell that well. So for the fact for the entire arc to even sell that much was like, they were like, we gotta celebrate. That's a big fucking deal.
So
4 games sold 1 million, 25,000 units per game.
Yeah,
so
right?
they are gaining, like,
how small they are.
they're gaining popularity and traction.
Yeah.
It's
We're on the rise.
Like calling these games niche is like
apt.
Yeah.
so. My thing is, I would have personally just been like, okay, what else are we really doing right now? And be like, hey, this might take later. A bunch of people like
to be fair, Enix does a lot of other games.
yeah.
It's not just this.
I want to point out something really funny. This tweet. Experience the crossplay duology. Unravel the fates of Erebonia's greatest heroes.
I fucking noticed
Samaria?
that. Hello?
It's called Samaria. The continent is not called Erebonia.
Greatest heroes? Like, what is that? What?
Play the crossbell games and experience the legends of the other fucking characters.
So what no. The fates meaning like
yeah, but
I guess what means like afterwards and stuff.
But
This
so
doesn't
it
take
should
place
not
after.
be
It's
Erebonia's greatest
Samaria,
heroes.
that's just
no, Erebonia, like these games, because these games takes place beforehand and this leads up to the
these
Erebonia.
aren't Erebonia's heroes.
Here's what I think actually happened. So they were like, experience the crossbow duology, and then unravel the fates of Erebonia's greatest heroes, which they're referring to this game. It's still not accurate.
Oh, and
they're
discover
still in
adventures
it,
beyond the horizon.
and then Adventures Beyond the Horizon. But it still doesn't make sense because they are in this.
Yeah, but also we joke that Reverie is Cold Steel 5.
Yeah, but it isn't though. So
Yeah,
it's like,
but
what the fuck, bro?
So
I mean, who are the main characters? It's
so
Green, C, and
Lloyd from
Lloyd's from
Crossbow.
Okay.
And like the
I'll get her to
main character is Lloyd because like the first character the first route.
Oh, because that's when the prologue is.
The prologue
Crossbell.
is Crossbell. The first route, the first chapter is Crossbell.
And
Then you get to pick, and
Reen
then
or
you go
C.
to Reen, and then you go C, then you go back to Crossbell.
Oh, okay.
Well, technically, in that sense, you could do any order, but
It's like
think
you
it
should do Reen
I
or C.
like doing Lloyd, Reen, and
First
that's also
one.
how the spreadsheet works, and I have to follow it anyways.
Oh, okay. You are not at liberty to choose.
Yeah, but I would that's why I would play it that way anyway. So it's not a big deal.
Here's the end.
I'm gonna get this game in 2023.
Bro, I might be fucking. By the time this Reverie comes, I might be fucking graduated. That's so depressing. You have to. Okay.
Remember we said like you'll be in college when
No.
Cold Steel 3 and 4 come
alright?
out?
In high school, I got to play 2 Trails games: Cold Steel 1 and Cold Steel 2. College, Cold Steel 3, Cold Steel 4. Fucking after that, oh, dude, bro.
In your adult life.
Aren't you graduating next year?
Give me well, we'll see. Oh, it's like a year and a half or something. Yeah, maybe. Depends.
I hate when people ask me, "You're graduating next year, right?" I'm like, sure.
Yeah, it's like a year and a half realistically, but like 3 semesters is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Assuming I fail nothing.
So yeah, we're hopeful. We're fans of this. Sue us. I thought
will
this
be.
was the biggest.
Bro, I was playing something. I actually played Hajimari this weekend,
Oh my god.
which is like
Rare.
I know.
The
I
stars
played
align.
games. Okay, so I had Saturday and Sunday off, so I just played Hajimari
Weekend
both those
video
days.
games.
It was incredible. But I have to say, dude, this game was so good, dude.
Oh,
I was
I'm glad you're getting in. By the way, I played Cash Out for 5 hours yesterday. Straight.
Yo, let's go, dude. If you play at that rate, you can get like multiple routes in like a day. You probably get like 2 at least.
I finished all of my Genshin side quests, and I did. Oh, it was actually announced. Interesting. I thought that they just said
What, the anime series?
It was happening.
I like the girl on the right.
I feel like Mana is like what like if you compared it to Final Fantasy, it's like Final Fantasy is Disney and Mana's like Ghibli. It's like it's just sweeter looking.
Yeah.
It's just like it's the same thing. It's like no definable character but definable art.
So,
like you could show all 3 games and be like that character's from this game and be like yes.
Yes.
so yeah, so we're moving on just one JRPG to another here.
To one none of us play.
Yeah.
Sick and
it's a
Setsu.
I guess they're mobile.
game?
Look,
What is Square?
Okay, when I saw this on the news...
Right?
Okay, hold up. When I saw this on the news yesterday, I didn't know. When I saw Spawnwave's thing, I literally
Yeah, I
just
saw it.
thought...
Yeah.
He just
I
said,
thought it was
oh,
a
there
new
was a
game.
new game. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's a new game.
That's literally what he said. I thought that too. That's why when he went this, I was like, oh, it's a new... And then I saw mobile. I was like, what the fuck? Free to play, what do you mean?
Oh my gosh, so wait, is this...
Say to win.
So this is like World of Demons all over again. Do you remember the Okami clone? Yeah.
Alright, well, we can move on. We don't talk about mobile games here.
We only do when we're shitting on Square Enix.
That's true.
During their E3 thing. We don't have to do it here. Whatever. Monark. Damn it. Video game.
Oh. Do you hear when Near Reincarnation comes out?
When?
28th.
28th of this month?
No,
Or, I
July.
mean, July.
Well, this is 29.
Forgot it
What
was.
game is
July,
this?
So
yeah.
this is Monark. It's made by the people
art
that
is
made
so
Shinigami
It does
Tensei.
look so good.
It does,
love
yeah.
the art.
think that character
Would
will
you
have-
guys like to watch the
Sure.
trailer?
I'm down.
Yeah.
I hope the characters are good. Oh, they look so good though.
Game system,
I want to
development,
make this sure.
battle,
This is not a mobile game.
exploration.
Okay, it's not.
No, it's on PS5.
Make
Oh, it's on PS5
And
That's
4.
Oh, and
Oh, and Switch
And
and
Switch.
4.
It'll be on my 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't play games on my Switch.
I don't either.
Oh god, wait,
Because-
it's 4 minutes? No, hold on.
Literally, the only game I played before was Smash for the most part. I don't play that anymore, so I just don't play.
I just like getting games on
I feel like there's a reason for that, though. Like, you don't have the Pro Controller.
I mean, yeah, but yeah, it's true. Also, yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
The only, yeah.
I can't hear sweet anime girl voices now.
Why not?
Chaos Child.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Hey.
They're not doing good. This just looks
Game
like
looks really good.
This looks like an SMT game.
It does.
Yep. Nocturne.
Yeah.
Nocturne.
Oh, Zangy.
This is kind of clean, though. Yeah?
Do you know if we have like a dry erase marker by any chance?
Yeah.
We do.
It's over there. It should be by the board.
Oh my
Of
god,
course it
yeah, we
doesn't
have
have a
so
name.
many.
Yeah. And then I have two over there.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you
I
go.
have to bring it to school tomorrow.
Okay, have fun.
You said tomorrow.
Yeah.
How funny would it be if it was just the Chaos Child
Also, I
cast?
have like a virtual doctor's appointment at like 3, but like, so just try not to scream. But,
We'll
like,
be
Hey, that's
say
big
whatever
news.
you
we'll
want.
we'll be
Right.
gone because we gotta go to the Target at 2:30.
The
Oh,
whole
why are you
Esport
not
player
Target?
Game Boy fans.
TV
Mad
mount.
battle.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Do you think he'll reimburse me if I ask
Get a
him?
TV now?
Yeah,
How much do you think it'll be?
20.
He probably would.
Okay.
He reimbursed me for most things.
Yeah, that's true.
I like the Doctor, dude.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
Feels tight.
I was waiting.
Did I miss- did I miss
for some
anything?
time. For some.
Nah, Neil just saw white.
Okay.
Looks like the dude from Fate Zero.
No, he looks like something, but I just forgot what it is. The game looks clean.
Oh,
The art looks cleaner. It's so good.
Super. Is she supposed to be in this series? Oh, it's Morgana.
I'm not even reading the thing. I'm just looking at how pretty picture is.
Friends. Demonic incarnations.
What kind of game is it? It's like a dungeon crawler or something? Well, that looks kind of lame. I'm gonna be honest.
Lame? What?
Yeah?
Did
The
you
way
say
the game
lame?
Yeah,
plays.
the gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes.
It's kind of... The cutscenes made it look really cool.
And so did the characters.
And so did the characters and the art.
The game, the loop.
Damn, so it's basically ARMS.
This is why everything should be a visual novel.
It's true. We wouldn't have a problem with the gameplay if it was...
There is
it's
no
just
gameplay,
text,
it's
yeah.
SX. Oh, calculator. The game.
Yeah, but just imagine Pokemon as a visual novel.
Not everything needs to. I think if you can't make a gameplay loop, you have a perfectly good visual novel. And everything should just have a VN spin-off, because they're amazing. Xenoblade should have one, Trails should have one.
Trails already at the end.
Yup.
It is, yeah.
It has as
it's
much
a VN
text as-
with a game, with an RPG.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
So basically,
Wow, my hype for this game, this was a journey. It went so high and it just sunk back down.
so is
to
this like when you saw the what is it called, the Hyrule Warriors thing? I
No,
remember you were
that
just
was
like,
Malevolent.
Yeah.
That was done.
You're just like-
that was done to hurt me. That was done like with mischief. This was just. There was no ounce of malevolence in this. This was they thought they were on a hot streak and I'm like, you've lost me.
Well, yeah.
This is like when you tell a joke that you think your friends are gonna love and none of them laugh. This was that trailer.
Yeah.
It's like, bring it on, let me see the gameplay.
That's how I feel about ARMS, and that's kind of how I feel about Shin Megami Tensei. Just like there's just something lacking for me in order to play it.
For me, SMT is just like a hard RPG and I'm like,
Yeah, well...
as a little kid, I'm like, numbers go up, press A to attack. I like that. Because I like Pokemon.
Yeah, I just don't like SMT because, like, I usually play those types of games for story, and they're not really about that. They're more about, like, the gameplay and, like, fighting. Some of them are about story, but not all of them are, so it's like...
Like Nocturne and 4, like the ones that everyone says are
Like,
good
to-
stories, but it's like...
To me, anything turn-based has kind of just become about like story now. So it's kind of just like if it's not like, like clicking buttons and like trying to like maneuver out of things, it's
I agree
just
with
about
that.
the story.
Like when I play Xenogears, I'm not like, oh, this gameplay. I'm like, oh, next part, next story beat.
I mean, sometimes turn-based games have great gameplay.
No, I think turn-based games can be really fun. Like I like playing Persona 5. I like what are some other ones like I like playing old Final Fantasy
Yeah,
games.
I also
like Even 7.
love Trails' combat. I think it's just some of the most fun gameplay, especially for turn-based games. It's super fun. Like,
I'm
but
just here with
Yeah.
it because I don't know, like I don't learn the intricacies that I think would make everything easier for me.
well, it's not even about making it easier. It's just like, well, it's just more fun. But I don't know. It's just
So when Kuro comes out, I'm strictly action. Just gonna.
because I don't know. I think like you can type whatever. Yeah. It's like I think like action RPGs are kind of like, or action gameplay is kind of overrated. To be honest, people be like everything should just be action. I'm like no. Like there's nothing wrong with turn-based gameplay. This shit is fun as hell.
There's nothing wrong with it. I just like action.
Yeah,
better,
I'm not. Yeah. I'm just saying in
and
general.
I
People,
think it's a lot more fun.
Yeah, I think they're both fun. I hate it, but I don't know. I feel like developers nowadays, so they just think that if the game isn't like action, then it's like people aren't gonna like it. They're not gonna buy it. That's just not true. But
I don't think that's true.
The universe will not let this game just slip into irrelevancy.
Nope.
I feel like this happened. Yeah, like a month ago.
No, like yeah, it literally happened like
But it's
at
the
the
news.
beginning of this month.
Yeah.
It was the first thing I probably wrote down. He left.
Cool.
So he might retire after the Ball and Land fuck up.
Probably for the best. Gonna be honest.
I'm gonna be honest, he should have retired before this game.
Yeah.
But now you should definitely retire after this.
Like this
He had a
game,
chance. He blew it.
Just
like Ukulele was kind of boring. This had boring
Did he-
gameplay and caused seizures. No.
I mean, he didn't do ukulele.
No,
Yeah,
no, but what I meant, like, but that was made by the people that did make Banjo.
Yeah, I
Like,
know that.
yeah, like-
yeah.
And it ended up just being a boring thing. I've played through all of Ukulele, so I know.
it's so funny because
But-
it's like it only worked once. like so far. Like developer who made old series is making spiritual successor, and that was Castlevania into Bloodstained.
Oh yeah,
The Bloodstained series does really well. It has 2 spin-off games and a main game that all sold really well.
Oh, and it's coming out with a new one.
Yeah, and another. Well,
And, like-
I think it's another spin.
No. Like they
mainline
haven't
game.
shown it yet, but they're working on the.
Yeah,
sequel
well,
to
actually,
it.
so Inafune, he's the guy who he's my number 9,
Yeah.
Mega Man as well, obviously. But like he also works on Azure Gunvolt. Apparently, those games are good. So and they're all Mega Man like.
Yeah, true. But I was gonna say like Mighty Number 9 is a Mega Man game, didn't do well. Balan Wonderland is a Knights game. Knights isn't good to begin with, and Sonic Mania happened on accident.
Well, maybe
No, but that wasn't me. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, but I'm
That's
saying like games
different.
that are but like spiritual games like this game is essentially a reskin of an old game because nostalgia.
I mean,
and
always fuck it
Castlevania
up.
was the
It's
It's
only
like
God.
Knights plus Sonic Adventure equals throw up.
Yep, Castlevania literally the only one to do it.
Well, I'm hopeful that the Euden
Hey, you done? Yeah.
Chronicles is good.
I hope it's good too.
They're doing 2 of them, so I hope that spiritual
One of them was
successor
it,
is
yeah,
good.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, I remember that.
Why are they doing 2? Are you done?
One's I guess a prequel to the other because it seems.
Don't
like...
worry about it.
Well, I'm not gonna play them anyway. I don't have.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna play it for you, and I'll tell you about it.
I have to play the Trail series. I don't
Look,
have
it's
free
pro-
time.
Look,
the
it's-
next 2 years are booked.
Look, it's coming out to Game Pass, and you still have to finish Xenogears, Ghost, Resi,
And near.
and Nier, and Chaos Child if you want to do the other routes.
Yeah, I don't have a
He
choice.
has to.
Yeah.
I don't have a choice with that.
So
And listen, I'd play Nier during the day, but I've been learning my deck.
Oh, we could duel later with
Yeah,
that.
we can.
Yeah.
look, that's why I'm trying to get through this. So once we get back to everything, like Brandon said, he's gonna buy a game. We can play Yu-Gi-Oh. We have nothing else to do.
I would
It's
buy
gonna be
product
great.
If Target had it.
What?
I would buy cards if Target had it.
Maybe,
It's just-
maybe for lucky the Target will have it. Probably not. But
Last time I was
We
in a
could talk-
Target, they had
maybe
it
they'll have.
wait, when was the last time you were in Target?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's big. That's big.
Maybe a month.
Listen, man, you know what I want to
That's
do?
big.
I want to travel in time, get into Yu-Gi-Oh 6 months earlier, and just pull Eternity Code so hard.
So let's transition to one fuck up
By the
game
time
to
you
another.
get access code, you'll have spent more money than he's worth right now.
I wasn't spending that money on anything.
Instead of spending that money on one card, you'll be spending it on one card and like 100 other ones you don't
Then
give
I'll
a shit
sell.
about.
Then I'll sell the
Yeah,
other ones
For like 10 cents a pop. Good luck.
profit.
Profit. You will not profit.
Now actually ready 6 months after. I
Yeah.
didn't like this game.
A satisfying level of performance. It's not even like. Anyway.
Now,
coworker was bragging
okay,
about
so
this
now
game.
it's back
Bragging? What,
on.
did he work on it? Like.
He was like, it's
Yeah.
so good. He's like, I can run it at my optimal settings on my computer. I'm like, good for you. You can play an okay video game.
Yeah.
So now it's back on PSN.
It doesn't have like a disclaimer though. It's like, oh, don't. If you're gonna play it on the older system, beware.
Get ready.
Get ready.
I guarantee you there are people that played it on PC and that also just really liked Witcher that just don't want to go down with that just go down with the ship. It's like the Naruto people. They just go down with the ship whenever they're just like, oh yeah, ended well.
This game is for the people that really get really fucking obsessed with aesthetics, but don't like diesel punk, so they can't play Fallout or Outer Worlds.
True.
Because this is cyberpunk. And they also don't want to play fantasy because everything's fantasy.
Literally, the name of the game is
Like-
aesthetic.
Genre year.
Yeah.
It's just aesthetic. Cyberpunk.
Look, we've been over this. I don't remember which combination it was. I think one of you guys were gone, and the other was here with maybe Brandon or Nick. But we've been over this. CD Projekt Red only make games based off of other
Books.
like pre-existing things.
This is.
Which this is. This is what, like a board game?
I don't
Hell
know.
if I know.
The Witcher games
D&D
are
thing, a D&D
it's
spin-off
probably-
thing. I don't
probably
care.
a
I really couldn't not care less.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk has become it's just very disappointing, and I think to even place it on some to place it on PSN again is kind of
You might, there are worse things on the PSN. Let's be real.
Sure.
It's fine. It's just
well,
like
if you, I do just want to say, if you are, if you defend this game, you might not have taste in video games.
I remember someone was like so disappointed. They're like, "You're gonna get Cyberpunk 2077 like before it came out." They're like, "Oh, you're gonna? Did you see the trailer?" I'm like, "Nah, I didn't really watch it." And they're like, "Oh, are you gonna?" They're like, "You're getting the game though, right?" And I went, "No way." They're like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because I don't think it looks cool." And they were like, "What?" I was like, "Nothing has hooked me." And I went in this like 30-minute tangent. I was like, "All video game trailers are horrible to me." I was like, or like game like regular games, normie games. I'm like, they all have horrible trailers because they don't show anything. And then
they never show gameplay. It's always just the cinematic.
Walking around.
Yeah.
Look at the skybox we made. I'm not gonna look at your fucking sky.
Like literally, if I don't, okay.
Like, I love Fallout games. I hate watching Fallout trailers because they're always like, "Look at the god rays we have in our trees." I'm like, "Cool." Play the fucking video game.
The only one that I can even remember in recent history that have actual gameplay was the Battlefield one.
Yeah, and that's when the first trailer dropped and everyone was like, "Yo, it's so hype!" I'm like, "Why are we getting excited?" There's no gameplay.
For what?
Like, because for Battlefield, because they first showed a CG trailer,
Oh, I thought
and everyone got excited, and I was like, "Why are you getting excited?" And then they showed a gameplay trailer, and I'm like, "There you go." But I was like, it's kind of funny. We all fell into the same trap again.
But it looks
just
good. It looks good.
Yeah, but CG trailers always look good.
No,
Skyrim
I meant the
CG
gameplay trailer.
Yeah, but I'm saying the CG trailer is a CG trailer.
Sure.
Yeah,
No gameplay, no hype.
It's a mistake that will be repeated.
You can't
for all
escape
of
it.
eternity. Yeah.
I also don't care about visuals, ever. So anyway, I also just don't like CD Projekt Red. I can't stand The Witcher.
I really just want to find out why people really like The Witcher 3.
Because they like Skyrim.
No, it's
There's, like, a plenty
specifically
Skyrim.
The Witcher 3. It's none of the other games.
Yeah, because they like Skyrim and they don't like playing Skyrim anymore. Because Witcher 3 is the best one of them. That's like saying if you have to lick a piece of shit, it's you like the smallest one.
So it's like, yeah, I do think it, like people say it has like the best story and stuff.
Its story
Side
was told
quests.
fine, but I could not be bothered to get through its gameplay.
I can never get into like these third person like shooters or it's just like
Yeah.
zone
Action games.
Action games.
It's a character action game with RPG elements.
Yeah, but it's like it's not like a fun action game.
No,
it's
it's
like
not.
a slow, heavy action game. It's not Dark Souls. It's just like I don't know.
It's Skyrim.
No,
It's
yeah,
literally
yeah,
Skyrim, but
yeah.
Skyrim's more fun. Oh, what is the Evo schedule?
So Evo's a thing again.
Apparently.
which is pretty cool.
You could register. It was bought by Sony. I think we went over it last month. I don't remember.
We did.
Oh, damn, those are the side tournaments? Fuck. Strive didn't get the main event.
Yeah, which is kind of surprising.
Every Arxis game gets put in the main line
When they
before
come
they're
out.
even
Yeah,
come out.
Some of them before.
Grand
Hold up, can I just say that these are side tournaments?
Yeah.
These are 4 of the biggest.
Then the new Arxis game, Tekken, Street Fighter, and another NetherRealms game.
I'm confused as to what's the main event then.
Open to all platforms?
What is the main event?
I want to find out.
I'm starting to think that
There is no main
side event is
the main event. Still playing Tekken on PC. What does it matter? Is this some Tekken reference I'm too normal to understand?
I just think some people were worried that when PlayStation bought it that you would have to use PlayStation.
Wait, hold on,
system.
go up a little bit. Okay, hold on. On August 6th to 8th, August is Tekken 7, SF5 Champion, MK11, Guilty Gear Strive, and Confirmed event entries. Oh, okay. This games you play on PlayStation confirms that still open on platforms. Evil Site confirms that 7 will play on PC. Okay, Evo Center. Yeah, do they just not have a main event?
No, I guess that the games they have are is just the event.
It just says,
Uh,
but this says a series of side tour. I guess, well, maybe they're also gonna be main event tournaments, but there are just other side tournaments.
Yeah, but they
Same
never
games?
do that.
No.
Side tournaments are for like the past games.
Yeah, for games
or
that couldn't get into or
the main event.
yeah,
Like
or they just didn't choose.
like
to play
Under
the
Night
game.
and Birth was always there.
I couldn't tell
the
you.
The last one that we were supposed to have, not the 2021, the 2019 one. No, 2021. Sorry. That one was so good. It had so many anime games, bro. It had fucking Eunice, Grand Blue, and Fighters, bro. Fuck. Broken. It was so good. It was gonna be so good.
And it never happened.
And it never happened. Of course, that's the one. And now we go back to normie shit. I'm sad. Anyway.
Strive didn't even get in.
That's Strive's in it, right?
Yeah, but the
Strive's
side
in it.
event.
Alright, but so is fucking Street Fighter.
Yeah, so clearly there is no main event. They wouldn't do that to Street Fighter.
Exactly. So
They love that game. They hate everything else, but they love Street Fighter.
you know, I mean, at least Strive is hype, but like, man, I wanted to see Grand Blue, dude. I want to see Grand Blue. I want to see Eunice. Eunice is so sick.
Yeah, but man, new arcs this game. They only want one anime game.
Under Night and Birth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
No,
was
they
called
don't
Eunice.
want Grand Blue. They have a new game
It's
to
messed
milk.
up, dude.
And Strive is gonna get Guilty Gear Strive Xrd Rev 3rd.
Yeah.
You know they're gonna
I
get.
swear to God, but when fucking BlazBlue comes out, they better fucking put that shit in there. I'm gonna be so mad if they don't. I want to see some sick BlazBlue, dude. Oh, BlazBlue.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, if
It's
Strive
the best
doesn't put Jacko in eventually,
Eventually.
or Sin Kiski, because they have
Yeah.
Kai but not Sin.
Yo.
All three characters I main, Jacko, Sin, and
I know.
Bedman. Not
all three.
actually, no. I main 4. Eno. I have Eno.
Oh, you have Eno. You have Eno. She's the only one.
Yup. I like Eno, but
Moving on to something that might show up at Evo. Who knows? Who cares?
cough.
King of Fighters 15 has been delayed to 2022.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah, the end of the world it comes when a King of Fighter game comes out. Who likes these games? What 5 people like this
I don't
game?
know. I'm sure people like it.
Yeah, I'm sure they do, and I'm sure people like eating other people too.
Yeah, King of Fighters is like, even in terms of like, yeah, even if you compare them to like anime games, they're like pretty down there in terms of popularity. Even like their anime games more popularity, which is a
Eunice
lot.
is more popular.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Eunice
mean,
was
it was
inside Game
apparent-
Pal for years.
No,
It
it's
was
just that
apparently
pretty-
popular enough to get into Smash.
You don't have to be popular. to
Yeah,
get
you
this
don't
stuff.
have to be popular to get into Smash.
Yeah, I mean, another Fire Emblem character showed up. So.
There, exactly.
Yeah, so did fucking like obviously, even if you're from
Shulk
like,
got into Smash.
yeah, as long as you have some level of
Yeah, that's
history
base.
and like you just that sometimes.
Yeah, but he still got in. He got a CG trailer for a game that cost $100 to buy on
Right.
eBay. We had to petition to get it over here, and he got first dibs in a Smash game.
But it's delayed. Maybe, I mean, maybe this is the one that will make it popular.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, because Terry's like in the mainstream now
yeah.
because
Yeah.
of Smash. So
I don't know, man. At 15, I don't think.
No, but these are fighting games. Like, it's
Still, man.
not about, like,
It's-
playing the
who has
first ones.
said, man, I gotta play those. I gotta play the game.
It's like playing a Final Fantasy
but I-
game before the current one. You don't
I'm
have
not saying
to.
that. I'm saying at 15, if it's not popular,
That's
it's
true.
just, I'm not
That's
saying
true.
no
It
one
had
played 14.
15 tries.
People, listen, even at Street Fighter's lowest, people were still playing 3.
True.
No one's playing fucking King of Fighters.
That's true. That's true. It'll be a top
Has
step.
Corey Gaming talked about
will
this
be.
recently? Or in the past 8 years?
He has never made a video on King of Fighters. But then again, he only makes videos on Street Fighting.
Yeah,
To be
but,
fair.
but he has his pulse on, like, the fighting games.
Yeah, but
And stuff. You'd think he would mention
hard.
them at least.
Yeah, that's.
He still mentions Smash and, like, anime
Tekken.
fighters in Tekken every so often. Or, like, when have you seen the Evo channel talk about the greatest KOF moments? Or anyone?
True.
Never. When have you seen,
This
like,
game, I don't think this game ever. Not even side tournament. I don't even think it's at Evo at all.
kind of proves, yeah.
Then again, King of Fighters has been dead for a long time. And
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's
But
about that.
Smash has the power to revive games.
So we'll see, because this is the first game post Smash. So
Alright.
we'll see how. It
I think we're giving a little too much respect to Smash.
I don't know.
Kid Icarus
here's the thing.
Uprising.
I'm telling you, I don't
Kid
think
Icarus
it's
came out
gonna.
before Smash.
Plus, that's different. It also had Sakurai's name attached to it.
Smash
Oh.
Brawl. It came out before Brawl when Pit was in the game.
Yeah, but Uprising wasn't even a Kid Icarus game.
But
One
like,
of the Nintendo
but I
execs
think that's
suggested
different
that.
though, because that had Sakurai's name attached to it. So
Yeah,
it's
that
so
was a
different.
Sakurai game.
But here's the thing. I think.
It also has not gotten a,
Xenoblade Fire Emblem.
Like, here's the thing. I
They
don't.
were out before Smash.
Yeah. I don't think.
But their
But they got
biggest
more
seller,
popular.
but they ended up selling a lot more after the fact.
Well, they got more popular. more
they
people.
did get more popular.
They got more interested in the series. and
Xenoblade,
Xenoblade-
I'll concede.
Awake-
Fire Emblem was already
Awakening.
popular. Yeah, Awakening made it popular.
No, but that was after Smash.
No,
that
it
was
wasn't.
after
No, that was years before.
Brawl.
Yes, so Fire Emblem
Yeah,
was
but
in Melee in the game
exactly.
so
That has
poorly. That's my
nothing to
thing.
do with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smash helped it. Fire Emblem had to dig out of its own grave.
Smash-
Xenoblade got
Fire Emblem
pulled
was
up by
fine,
Smash.
Exactly. But like, yeah, King of Fighters, it probably won't do well, but it might.
You never know.
You never know.
KOF 15 might do
Smash
well.
is a wild card. You never know.
You never know. Oh dear.
I don't know.
Nintendo High School Rom-Com.
Wait, did it say that?
No,
Oh.
I was just imagining.
Oh, that
Shoujo anime featuring Nintendo characters.
Oh.
This is why I fucking
This
hate
was a
life.
month. This was last month.
Hold on.
We love to see it.
It was reported on June 1st. I don't know what
This
to
article
say.
is from May 27th.
Spawn Wave said it on June
Well-
1st. So you know what?
if we talked about World War II on June 1st, does that mean we have to give a flyover
Yeah.
on the war?
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, we
Listen,
do.
man, he brought up 14th century England, so we gotta bring it up. It's integral.
Look, I didn't know about it until then, and I thought it'd be a topic to bring up.
I think it's good because it wasn't in the last
It's
news.
funny.
Look, man.
It's like when a
okay.
movie from 2020 gets into 2021.
I just wanted to say about this, I fucking hate life, right?
I love
Because
it.
every single time that
Now, you know
wait, hold on. That something happens, right? Like that something good happens in school. We're never there.
We're never there.
Like
Curse.
fucking fucking Verizon has a fucking scholarship for video games. I'm like, I want a fucking scholarship for esports. I would have done esports when I was like fucking 5 if I
Hey, man,
knew.
you have to be good at video games, though. Like, extra good.
That's why I'm not too worried about it. I was like,
That's why I'm like, I'm not good at
and I grew up in an
would've
era
never
where it's
done
like, if I got really good at League, I could be a millionaire right now, and I was unmotivated. I was like, my hobbies could not even motivate me to turn them into professions.
And then I just remember like leaving the elementary school, and then they built like in this new park, and I was just like, oh, just life likes to fuck, just life likes to fuck.
Yeah, life.
I mean,
Well,
you know.
yeah, but think about it. They're gonna leave, and then the park's gonna get updated.
Yep.
You know,
That's just how.
You know,
Life.
dude, I'm sure someone who is gonna go through esports is gonna be like, there's now a hentai scholarship, and they're gonna be like, I was gonna be good at that.
God damn it!
You know, and
One day.
one day.
Always comes back to that.
The sky is sex. They're
It
still
does.
making
This is who you've become friends with. You know.
Who?
No, because he was like, always, he said hentai, and he always comes back to that, and like, this is,
Listen, man,
yeah.
that's just how it is. You just don't have a choice.
Anyways,
I'm a Fire Emblem fan.
I just wanted to bring up. I would have really practiced being good at Smash if I knew there were going to be fucking.
Don't lie to
esports out in
yourself.
school.
You would have played Splatoon.
Yeah, the game I fucking
Definitely.
hated in 2015.
You would have done it to make
Kyle,
a
it's
point.
not too late. You could
It's
get
not too late. It's never too late. It's never too late.
Do you guys have anything
Old
else?
wounds can heal.
Do you guys have anything else to say on this?
Nothing
I think
serious.
you should give 3 a chance.
Yeah. It's your time. Be the esports god that you know you can
If
be.
you go pro with Splatoon 3, I will play every Dragon Quest game.
Is that a deal?
No, because I'm worried.
I'm worried.
Because I will. I'll do it just to spite you.
The world.
The world is getting a Nintendo museum. It will be.
We already have one. It's called the Nintendo Store.
No, this is legit museum.
No,
in
like
Japan.
there is going to
Just
be a
saying.
legit museum, like a Nintendo gallery.
Hell yeah.
Not this. Why? I don't know why they're showing Super Nintendo World, which basically is Super Mario World. Let's be real.
It is. That's all it is. It's got a dash of Pikmin, and that's it.
The
No.
fuck no Zelda, no Pokemon?
No.
I guess Pokemon would have its own park.
Yeah, Pokemon could easily have its own park.
But like
Are you
Zelda,
kidding? I'm surprised. I'm surprised Pokemon has just never decided.
Yeah.
Hey, Disney,
They
make me money.
100%
it's so
have the
funny
capital.
though, because like if you ever look at like Nintendo board games, there's never a Pokemon in it. It's like Mario, Zelda, Pikmin, because right next to it is the Pokemon board game.
Exactly.
Because Pokemon knows they can make its own money.
Yeah, I'm surprised Pokemon hasn't done that actually. Like they have the capital, they can do it. Why haven't they done it?
They literally could just make a slight, like they could buy like a bunch of land and just make their own amusement park.
like easily. They're the highest.
I'd fucking go to it.
In the world.
Yeah, but I guess they don't want to make money that way.
Anyways, Nintendo's getting a museum. Probably just Mario stuff.
Yeah, probably. It's also, like, I'm excited, but it's also probably nothing I wouldn't know by looking up a Did You Know gaming video.
Yeah.
You know? It's cool. I think it's cool. Oh, dear. Roblox?
Okay, I really thought that's what it was gonna be. That would have been amazing.
Oh, I guess they settled now. Whatever. So Pokemon... So do you guys remember... I mean, I think it was me, Neil, and Nick, but it could have been Jack. I know Nick was there. And I think one of you guys were gone, but we talked about months ago when the Pokemon Company was, the leaks came out for the beta of it, and we saw Arceus in the title screen. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
You were there, Nick was there, I was there.
He's seen it. He has seen it.
You've seen it?
He might have not been at that moment, but he's seen it at some point.
Okay.
For sure. It's
And,
like in a field, like a stadium thing, and then like...
No, I don't remember.
Fair enough.
And so...
You're with you, man. After
And
Sword and
so-
Shield, I lost interest in Pokemon. I stopped looking.
No, because like you saw it here.
I did?
Yeah.
I just can't remember.
That's
that.
what I remember. I would not have seen it otherwise.
No, I think Jack wasn't here that day.
He wasn't here that day, but I think
When was this?
he
Did
did
we show
see
it?
I'm like very confident
Was that
he's
at
seen
this
it
place?
at some point.
Yeah, it would have been.
That might have been when I was away.
I think it was. No, because, well, maybe we saw when Platinum Beta leaked.
Platinum Beta?
Like when Pokemon Platinum, like, or Diamond Pearl,
It doesn't matter.
whatever. It doesn't matter.
Let's just move on.
So the Pokemon Company did a lawsuit about it. I just wanted to do a follow-up. I don't know.
Cool.
You know, they settled, I guess. They're gonna pay a lot of. They're gonna have the leakers are gonna have to pay a lot of money.
To leak a shitty Pokemon game.
For people to see what they were going to do, which was add every Pokemon and just you find out how shitty the Pokemon Company actually is.
I mean, it's like, cool, you opened your presents early and found out your parents put rocks in them.
I would love that.
But it's honestly better because like a lot of people, the people who defend it, like now you could just be like, yeah, well, you remember this? Because this is a thing that it exists. It's like, yeah. So
There's no reason to defend the Pokemon Company.
yeah,
Like,
people will do it.
you could still be like, hey, I'm gonna buy it, but like, it's only to see if they got better.
Yeah,
Well, people defend millionaires. They'll
they
defend
do.
anything.
That's true. That's a very good
People
point.
do.
God of War Ragnarok delayed. Ooh, let's go. No,
Let's
kidding.
go.
Kidding.
Anyways,
Yeah, don't you love how nothing's coming out on next gen? It's almost like it's not worth it.
Yeah.
it. Fuck you, Eurogamer. So what I just wanted to bring. So I'm bringing this up because. So God of War and Gran Turismo 7 were originally just supposed to be PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe PC if they decided, hey, we're going to do PC now because they have a developer site now on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to now be on both.
I have a theory why.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No one fucking owns these things.
That's true.
Yeah.
The scalper
The-
situation.
I mean, that's the reason that cross-gen games in general come out. It's because
Yeah,
even
well,
when there isn't this severe a source.
Well, I feel like that's like normally, like especially PS4 and Xbox, you wouldn't get this game's coming out on PS4 and Xbox One. It might come out on 360 and PS3.
That's
It
true.
would be
Usually,
like
would
it
be
was if it was
on
announced
everything.
as PS4 and Xbox One. It was basically them being like, hate to break it to you, man, it's next gen.
Right.
But
yeah.
with this, it was these are gonna be PS5 games. Okay, now they're coming to past gen. It's like, especially this gen, it's worse more than ever.
What?
The initial install base.
And it's because of scalpers, because
Right.
it's very easy to just buy shit online.
And it's also like, I
And-
mean, it's that,
Exactly.
but it's not just that. It's also the chips you need for the consoles are just short. They're just short.
But a lot more people would have it if you didn't have the
A
scalper
lot more,
situation.
but I'd imagine still not enough for them to put one of their first party major titles on the PS5. Like
That's fair.
I think even without like the scalpers and all the shortages and stuff, like this was always gonna happen. because like the PS4 install base is just so fucking big. They'd be stupid to do. And let's be real, Ratchet and Clank, this game, none of these games need to be on the PlayStation.
Ratchet
5.
and Clank was just on PlayStation.
I know what I'm saying, but none of that game and none of these games need to be on the PlayStation 5. They just are because they need to put something on there. These games could easily run on the PlayStation 4.
Actually, the developers for
Yeah,
Ratchet
they're
and
gonna
Clank,
say that. But that's not, like, I mean, like, look at the game, and I mean, it looks good, but the PS4 could run that. Like, it just could.
what they said was it wasn't going to run clean because of transitioning into different
I feel
worlds.
like maybe, but I don't know. I feel like they're just saying that, because, like, you have to be like, yeah, it's on the PS5, you know, it can only run on the PS5.
I feel like it's just kind of like they're just being honest. If they're like, it can't run on the PS4, you'd be like, you're fucking lying, you don't want it there. But they're like, it won't run well. It's like, okay, I guess you just don't want a bad version of it to exist.
I don't know, because
I mean, after seeing what happened with Cyberpunk, I wouldn't want a bad version either.
I think it's just like Sony's like, we need to put something on the PlayStation 5. And then it's like Ratchet and Clank is a good game where it's like, it's not like the player base for that game is so big. We could put it on there and it'll be fine. Something like God of War, like, I think it has
Just
to.
knowing how solid state drives and compared to how hard drives work, what he said made a lot of sense because when you're transitioning from one world to another, you would have to like go in, have a loading screen, and then do it. But with just the PlayStation 5, you go into the portal and it loads literally automatically.
I don't know, maybe, but
so it works better.
Because like there are games like on the PS4 that just have the one initial loading, like when you start the game, and then that's it. But I don't know, maybe even then, maybe like I don't know, but
It just works. Everything works better with a solid state drive.
Sure, but like clearly you don't need it for a new God of War.
It's funny,
which
too,
is
'cause,
crazy to me. But
or you know,
it's funny that Ratchet and Clank is like we need to be on PS5.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's like
It
it doesn't actually hurt you to have like a worse version on past gen.
It doesn't.
Because you know what game did? Breath of the Wild. No one talks about the Wii U version because also we live in a very well versed climate for basically long running series. So if you bought the Wii U version, you were going to go Breath of the Wild sucks. Most of you were going to say is, hey, don't buy the Wii U version, but you already knew that.
Yeah, even stuff like Last of Us came out on the PlayStation 3.
But it got remastered for the PS4.
That's what I'm saying. Or like Uncharted, like, you know, those games like the Uncharted games have like no loading time. It's literally you do loading, initial loading to get into the game, and then that's it. So it just seems like I feel like it might not have had to be on just the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like, I find that difficult to believe if a new God of War can run on the PlayStation 4. I'm just saying, like that's just how I see it.
I get that.
Yeah.
It's just that like for example with Halo, right? Halo Infinite, they're doing both Xbox One and Series X and S. The problem with doing it is it caused not only for it to be delayed, but like it caused like, you know, like the issues where people were just like, oh, this looks fucking disgusting, because it had to be on last generation because they were working on those graphics as well, and it ran terribly, and like.
But weren't they showing like footage from the upgrade console version, not the old one?
When you're working on both,
No, I get that.
you need to start like also working on the worst version.
I get.
You don't work. I don't think if you work from better to worse, it would only harm you in the long. It would only harm you in the long run, because if you start doing that, then it's going to cause. It would be better to cause a delay for those older consoles, like for example with Doom, right? Doom doesn't come out.
I get what you're saying.
Doom doesn't come out like on Switch day one because someone else has to port it. Because someone else is porting it to make it a worse version. When you're working on both, you have to worry about, oh, can this run good here? So you want to show it running good there. And I think in the long run, it kind of hurts the performance on the newer consoles.
Yeah, that's true. But
and I think it's an issue when the games could have performed, looked better, and that's kind of what Sony is going for with these bigger games.
Here's what I think though, and then like the Xbox with the Halo and stuff. It's like the way that game looked like a 360 game.
Yeah.
I think you're severely underestimating how strong last gen consoles are. Like they're still super strong. Like I have not seen a single PS5, Xbox, whatever game where it's like that. No way that could ever possibly run on the PlayStation 4. Like literally every game that they have on the PS5 could easily, in fact, most of them all run on the PS4 perfectly fine. It's like the amount of detail that they add is so superfluous. It's like I can't see every strand of hair on his head. Like who cares? You know what I mean? So it's like.
I feel like also you can only really appreciate it on like a TV like this, for like if you had something like this or like my TV, I'd be like, oh, it looks a little better.
Right. I mean, I have like my TV is like 4K. I don't own a 4K console, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But like it's just like it's nothing like there's nothing that next gen has that's such a big deal that last gen basically can't do. The only thing is fucking loading times, which to me isn't that impressive most of the time. Sometimes some will touch atrocious, but for the most part, it's kind of like okay, I guess, you know. So it's kind of like the game industry isn't at a point where it's like we're making games that only this, which makes sense. The console just came out, but like right now, it makes sense that these games are coming.
I think in 2 or 3 years we're gonna get to that point because
maybe in 2-3 years.
Because what I was gonna say because no one's really worked with the Unreal Engine 5 yet, and we're still on Unreal Engine 4.
Exactly.
So you don't know. So like
I'm just saying right now that's not so. It makes sense that games like this are coming, or like Halo are coming to previous or like last gen consoles, because it's like they're not doing the next gen console versions aren't doing anything that the old ones can't do.
Why rob yourself of the initial
insane player base.
I think from a marketing standpoint, it makes a lot of sense because of the fan bases.
Right. This was marketing. They were like, oh, it's going to be on the PlayStation 5, so you got to buy it. But now they're at the point where like, yeah, okay, we did that, but no one can buy a PlayStation 5. So it's like, that marketing was pointless. Let's just backtrack.
Again, and I think it's just a mix of everything that's been going on, the pandemic, scalpers, shortages.
Well, the shortages are due to the pandemic. But.
And also just because like everything is short now. Like even graphics cards are short.
Lots of things are short.
Just any tech thing is just bought out.
And like
en masse.
Because they're already hard to produce, and that's why the scalpers are there, because it's limited quantity. If there wasn't a whole bunch, they wouldn't scalp shit, because what would be the point? No. They'd have to buy insane amounts.
The less there is, the more pricey.
Exactly.
I wish there was a way for like every store to be like, okay, we know we're gonna have a limited thing. Your account can only buy one.
Yeah, like we need, like society has to catch up with technology, essentially.
Yeah.
Because the bots and shit like that, like none of these companies are prepared to deal with it.
No.
So they need to catch up.
Not only has this or God of War and Gran Turismo 7 going to PlayStation 5, Demon Souls PS4. Demon Souls will also be going to PS4. It was originally PS5. Don't be shocked if that game also goes to PC. If any of them go to PC.
Right. This is Sony's plan, is that we're gonna market these games as PS5 exclusives so that people buy PS5.
Yeah.
But then when they realize that no one has one, they're like, we'll backtrack and put it back on the PS4.
Yeah. Like I was lucky to get one, so you know, it's just how it works. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah. I think it's a shame because I would have loved to have seen what they could have done if it was just on the PlayStation 5 and they didn't have to worry about the limits.
I'll be honest, I don't really think it would have been much better. Like I said, I don't think developers are even good at making games that are only playable on PlayStation 5.
Sure. I would just think that Sony's developers would be better at it.
Yeah, but like I feel like because you said earlier too, like no one really works with the new stuff. Like I feel like right now a game that is physically realistically cannot run on the PS4. It's just like, oh, it looks slightly better, whereas in 3 to 4 years from now,
it'll be like...
when they say this game can't run on the PS4, you'll just look at it and go, well, I can fucking tell.
Yeah, 'cause if you look,
it'll be a giant world, it'll be insane shit going on.
Yeah.
It'll essentially be like, your movement will be even closer to cinematics now. You'll be like, fuck me, and that's my normal light heavy.
Like,
Yeah.
what if the next, like, Switch, for example, does have, like, all of this stuff, and we see Breath of the Wild 2, because Breath of the Wild, or Breath of the Wild 3, or whatever they're gonna call it.
3?
I think they're just gonna continue with the Breath of the Wild stuff. Because I think it's gonna be popular enough for them to do, and I think it's gonna make them a lot of money. And that's kind of what Nintendo does.
Yeah, but like even then, Nintendo's never done that. 2 games is like their max.
Because it also just sucks if it's like, oh, we're gonna just format after the popular one now.
Yeah,
it's
like,
sold. It's like, yeah, but your fan base was there. It's like, and then the new one.
I just
popular,
thought I remembered
want.
Aonuma just being like, yeah, we might just continue with this
He
time,
never said
this
No.
thing, but
That's not Nintendo's. That's not like their style. Like they don't. Like even if it'll make more money for them, like they just won't do it.
like
There's
imagine
a reason why there's not 5 Mario games that
Yeah.
all play the same.
Yeah.
It took this long to get 64 too. Sorry, you're going.
That's true, yeah. Like, imagine, like, Mario as an open, like, not just, like, levels. You're just moving from, like,
Kind of like
section
Bowser's
to
Inside-
section.
Not inside. Sorry. Fury. That one.
Yeah.
That one.
And it's like, yeah, they'll probably do that once, and then
But-
maybe twice, but like
the
that's
transition
not
from like different like level types was like from like snow to like sand was like cool because it was just it's like all in one area and you just take a pipe and it goes boom and then now you're here.
Like, I think, but just imagine the next 3D Mario game.
In 10 years.
Yeah, in 10 years.
Pay
Um,
for that.
you're in the sand world, and then, oh, I finished everything here, let me go somewhere else, and then you just walk over, and
Yeah,
then you're immediately in the snow one.
I understand that, and I agree with you. I'm saying like that is like, it's like wow, that's next gen. This is just like it just looks better than what the new one can. The old
That's
one
all.
can do.
Like,
It's
that's
like that's not exciting.
No.
At
that's
least to me.
apparently what Ratchet and Clank was like. It's just this immediate compared to the loading time.
Yeah, I'm just like
From
good
what
for you.
For me,
Low
it's like I'm
It's like-
pretty much fine with loading times as of now. Like, yeah, would I like them to not exist? Of course, but I
Yeah.
can live with what they are.
Yeah.
But it's like for me, it's just like I need to be like
I guess just after playing something on the PS5, like Miles Morales, and there wasn't the loading time, it was amazing.
yeah, it probably is really nice to be like there's
Yeah.
no interruption. I'm sure it probably does feel much
A
better.
part of me like likes loading times though, because then it gives me like if something happens, like I can like kind of chill out a bit, like.
No, I kind of, I like
sure.
not having them because I'm like, I just sit there and I'm like, I have no time to do anything other than do this. But I'm like, I would rather it just be like, and be
Yeah,
like,
no,
all right,
don't
let
get
me
me wrong.
pause
I would
and-
still prefer no loading times. I'm just saying, but like they're not too bad.
the pace, they're like,
Yeah.
not pace breakers.
I,
They're like,
I will say some games are like annoying about it. But also like there's some scenes in like Cold Steel 4, like how, like where it's like they're showing different parts of like Crossplay, like different towns, because like some big event happened, they're watching it on television, and they'll be like, oh my god, loading time, and they're long, and then oh my god.
Dude, like whenever I play
It's like,
Xenoblade, it'll be
oh
like,
my god,
it's like, alright, I gotta go to
stop.
Tefra Cave. Now, and then you like feel like you like hold your breath for a second. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
wait for the Monado to spin. Oh, it's still the same thing.
Alright, let's move on to Returnal. Did I spell that wrong? Developer. But yeah, yeah, Sony.
Good for them.
Sony has acquired the Returnal people. They tend to what Xbox seems to have been doing is acquire people in order to make them their studios, whereas what Sony does is they acquire people that already basically work for them.
Yeah, you too can play famous Sony games like Guy and Baseball, Ratchet and Clank, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, Last of Us, Xbox game. I'm pretty sure, Breath of the Wild wannabe, a Last of Us wannabe, and whatever the fuck that thing is.
Astro's Playroom was actually one of the funnest 2 hours I've had.
10 out of 10 again, apparently. Masterpiece.
It's not a masterpiece. It's just a fun thing to do while your games are downloading.
Zelda, sit down. Mario, take a drink.
Mario died so Pac-Man could live.
You know what I do when my games are downloading? Watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
This feels like being like, bro, Mario 128 is such a good game. It's like, it's a tech demo. It's a good tech demo. Yeah, I won't deny you that, but...
It was a fun tech demo. Anyways, yeah, I don't really care.
Neither do I. I don't think Sony does, or Housemarque.
No, I think I'm gonna call it a problem. I think they should kind of start doing what Xbox is doing and just start buying companies that like are also sometimes go the Xbox like are also on Xbox consoles or Switch.
I hope they don't. I don't like Sony.
So
I don't like how they make games.
So
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. Because, like, remember how we were, like, I'm in the middle about, like, the movie games?
Oh, yeah. That was
Not really a fan anymore.
That was me, yeah.
Like, I love Ghost of Tsushima, but I'm like, every game.
I know.
Like, I feel like every game is, like, long extended cutscene, and then once it transitions, you could tell the developer's like, fine, you can play.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
It's like, I get it, you wanted to make a movie. I get it. Just make a movie next time.
sorry, none of your movies sell like Spider-Man.
Yep. Yeah, so that's why I don't want Sony to buy them. I'm like, they're just gonna make Housemarque do Returnal, but Sony's house, Returnal.
Returnal's already like that, let's be real.
Yeah, but it's gonna get worse. How many times have you seen someone...
And I haven't played Ratchet and Clank, so I couldn't tell you if that was a movie game.
You want to know how I know that Sony only wants to make movies? You ever see extended gameplay footage of any of these? Other than, like, Ratchet and Clank?
Mm-hmm. Dude, like, Uncharted isn't a game. Like, all you do is press the X button and then you do shoot somehow. That's
but also, like, I spent a full year before I saw God of War gameplay.
Horizon
God of War. It's called God of War.
True. Horizon Forbidden West had an extended gameplay trailer.
Good for them. Because Sony learned that people are getting fucking sick of their movies.
Yeah.
Anyway. The next thing?
What Xbox does is they leave people alone and just let them create the games, whereas I think Sony is just like, we need to have cinema. And they were cinema.
Xbox is funny because they used to buy companies and then just not use them and then close them 2 years later.
That's what they did, yeah.
Yep.
They have like a bunch of things now. Apparently, I guess they've learned. I don't know.
I don't like Xbox either.
You don't like a lot of things though.
Yeah, but I just don't like them. I like independent developers. Why can't they just be publishers?
I like Nintendo.
Yeah, I like Nintendo. When does Nintendo bought something?
Because it
leave it the fuck alone.
Because I guess it costs a lot of money.
You don't see Nintendo buying fucking, I don't know, ukulele. They leave shit alone.
Yeah, exactly.
They actually do buy studios. They do what Sony does.
It's just
it's companies that basically work for them.
All right, how about this? They all buy companies, but the one company who makes their own games that I really, really like is Nintendo. Sony makes movies and Xbox doesn't make video games.
I don't really like most companies.
I like Falcom.
They're good. I think most companies are just out there to for a business standpoint, and Nintendo is very heavily that.
I mean, they all are. All three of them.
Nintendo just makes the best from
They just make games.
They make video games, not movies.
Yeah.
But
Game Pass.
Or what?
That's what Xbox makes, is Game Pass.
Literally don't like
They do, yeah. We're not going to talk about it in the news, but Game Pass, their cloud stuff actually is on browser now, so you could get it on your phones.
It's true.
Instead of just
Even
like
less of a reason to buy an Xbox.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They digged their own. They're digging their own grave.
Even
They're not
they
really
admit
even
no one
trying
wants a
to sell
fucking
their console
Xbox.
anymore. That's not their goal
Like,
at this point. I'd be surprised if it was, because if it was, they'd do a very bad job.
yeah. So Insomniac Games is making some sort of new game. It's multiplayer, I guess. And then there's a story lead. I think it's going to be some shitty Spider-Man spin-off. That's just multiplayer. And it's the multiverse.
I'm shocked Sony's letting them fucking do anything other than Spider-Man. Be real, I thought they were kind of done.
So they do Ratchet and Clank, Spider-Man, and other stuff?
They used to, correction. And maybe now Sony's letting them have a toy because they made 2 movies. They made 3 movies for them. Sorry, they're satisfied. Spider-Man, not Spider-Man 2, and then
that's a DLC. It's a
listen at the rate they marketed that was a new video game.
fair enough.
That is a new video game in everything but title. Because think about it, it's just they don't want to call it Spider-Man 2 because it's a side story. Even though it is.
It's not, yeah.
And 2, it also has the same cutscenes. It has the same, the same level of care put into it.
That's true, but
that's a sequel.
But they put a lot of care into it.
That's what I'm saying.
What
It's a
is that?
sequel.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they didn't. It is a sequel through and through. They just don't call it that.
You guys have any ideas? Anything you guys think this is?
no.
Nope.
No. Okay. We'll talk about something that we actually.
Weren't we supposed to play this the other day?
We were, and I was in chat, and I just didn't say anything. But I just figured, he's probably just playing Chaos Shout, so I'll leave him alone.
Yeah. What day were we playing?
Saturday.
Oh, yeah, my cousin came over. That's right.
That's fine.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I got distracted.
How to turn off
Why would you want to turn it
I don't know.
off? It's weird.
Like I say, you don't want to fight.
Here,
fucking...
this is the one I want.
You don't want friends.
Yeah, I don't want to play against Xbox. No, did you download it, Neil?
No.
Oh, you should.
I don't have space.
Oh,
I don't.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Um,
it's big, right? It's like 40 gigabytes, I'm sure. No?
Like 28.
It's like 20.
Could maybe do it.
Yeah, like around 30.
Like after I finish Hajimari, bro, maybe. That game's big.
Beefy boy.
Overwatch, it's crossplay beta, mind you. So when I saw it's a mess so far. Yeah, it's a beta still.
Yeah.
Because obviously, because Jeff, I was about to say Jeff Bezos.
I thought you were gonna.
Jeff Kaplan decided, hey, let's never do crossplay. It would never work. But every other company's doing it. They should have done this 3 years ago, but it's finally happening, and it's out now.
They should have done a lot for Overwatch 3 years ago, like release a sequel.
They should have released a sequel. They should have made the first one free to play.
It's so because this game literally is a live service game before it existed, and they just can't pivot that hard yet because they've already built it up to be what it is.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, we're making a sequel, and it's like, even though the business model is basically live service.
What
So
I
why
would
are we
have
making a
done was what Blizzard is great at doing is the live service stuff like World of Warcraft.
I never thought this game would get a sequel. I'm gonna be real.
I think an expansion for this game is great. This game getting a sequel makes 0 sense. I think an expansion makes perfect sense.
Which is funny because the sequel really is an expansion.
It is, yeah. It's basically just going to be a story expansion.
It should be better looking, I imagine.
It's going to be better looking. It's going to have more
And if
skins
you have
or
the
something.
base version of the game, you can pay into it too. Of Overwatch 1, which is bizarre.
Yeah.
And the new mode looks stupid.
Yeah.
Push.
Push.
It's a giant robot that pushes it, like the payload, which is already a game mode.
Yeah.
It literally is just, it's literally payload, but with a robot.
Oh, wait, never mind. I'm not going to do that one. Anyways, Valorant also has some sort of mobile thing now. I don't know. I was going to load it. But anyways, yeah, Overwatch crossplay. I finally had no use for my PS4 thing, my PS4 copy, so I just gave it to Neil.
You can play on PC with all your skins.
Yeah. I'm I looked at it. I'm level 230.
So that'd be really funny if Neil joins us, because either the matchmaking either puts us in his leveled matches, and you and I will pub stomp, or it's gonna put him with people that we fight against.
Yeah.
What level are you? 230. What level are you?
Around 230.
Okay.
But he also played competitively.
Okay.
Like I play quick play matches.
We can't actually.
So just grind to level 200.
Yeah,
it's
all
easy.
So we actually can't play competitive.
No.
No.
I
Because
don't play
it doesn't
games.
matter.
It's crossplay, I guess.
Yeah, because of crossplay.
They don't want a Switch player to be in with the PC lobby.
What?
I guess
I mean-
because there's probably no way to filter it. Do people get
I
mad?
find that difficult to believe, but okay.
Do
Oh, you mean
People
like
get tight about rankings.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like think about it,
That's
like a
kinda
Switch
lame.
player cannot play like on PC, like or granted all of them you can change your reticle, but like there are pros who are like if you play with this
Oh wait, we
reticle on
knew about
console,
this.
you're just
we don't
bad.
even have to talk about it. It's just cloud gaming's coming to Xbox One too. I brought it up to Nick. We
Probably
don't,
wasn't
we don't have to
already.
talk about it. I thought it was something we didn't know already.
Honestly,
Because it's just cloud gaming.
I'm just waiting for the day Microsoft says they're not making consoles anymore.
They shouldn't. They really shouldn't.
Yeah, honestly, they could have.
Google Stadia walked so Game Pass can run.
I hope that Stadia doesn't become the norm in video games, but if it does,
I mean, Game Pass.
Look,
yeah, but it's just them. I'm saying if the norm isn't like everyone does, that's what I mean. And that would be very sad.
last month we talked about Walmart doing it.
Yeah, but that's fucking
Amazon's
Walmart.
doing it.
I'm talking about actual.
Yeah, but Google did it and it didn't work.
Yeah, I'm
it's
talking
like
about
like the
Sony.
pre-entry people did it.
Like if Sony and Nintendo do it, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Sony's so gonna do it, and you
No, but
know
I mean,
that.
if that becomes an exclusive thing, like I don't mind if they have a service like this in terms of just and then doing it normal, but then if all they do is just, which is what Xbox does essentially, just the Game Pass, that'd be tragic. It'd be tragic.
Nintendo won't ever do it. They don't even know how to run
No.
online.
No.
It will take them once you die. You don't
Yeah.
have to worry about it.
That's true.
Sony,
I
however,
don't play a lot of Nintendo
expect it in 10 years.
The thing is, I don't play a lot of Nintendo games, so it's like that's actually not great for me.
Expect it in 10 years. And,
It's weird because I like Nintendo, but I don't play Nintendo games.
sure, you don't.
I don't.
You guys are more. You guys more don't. You guys have your things you like.
Yeah.
Kinda stick to it.
Pretty-
You, I feel like you sometimes will go in to things expecting more optimism because you I think you pick and choose more or less what you do and don't like.
Well, yeah, like if I know I like something, then I'm like, yeah, I'll just,
You're just like I'll give this thing a try because maybe it's similar to something I've played.
yeah. Or,
Whereas I think he's just like I will probably hate this just walking into everything.
yeah, I'll never even play anything that if I even have a doubt that I won't like it, like a decent amount of doubt, I'll be like, no, I'm just not playing. But if I think I'll like it, even if I think I'll somewhat like it, I'm like, yeah, I'll play it, give it a shot. Could be good, or it won't be.
What
Yeah.
happened? Assassin's Creed Valhalla Rector joins Motive, the studio behind the alleged Dead Space.
No, I guess this is it. Yeah. Apparently, they're gonna do a Dead Space reboot. From the new Motive team.
I'm gonna say it. Dead Space isn't scary.
Probably isn't.
I've played it. It's not. You can tell everything. You're like, and now
Alright, what's the scariest game you've played?
Chaos Child.
Okay.
There's literally no debate. Resident Evil 7 and 8 are children's games compared.
So, I guess what I want to bring up is, do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing that they're bringing Dead Space back?
Good, because it can't get any worse.
It's
It's
probably
EA.
good. I mean, they're fans of it, so they get a new game. So
If
good for them.
I think it's, as long as Motive is left alone, like you know how what's the studio that does Titanfall and Jedi Fallen Order?
Respawn.
Because Respawn's just left alone now. As long as they're left alone, this new Motive team, and they just make games, I think it's a good thing. If it's just going to become Battlefield 2 all over again, I mean, not Battlefield 2, Battlefront 2, not good. That's all I got. Okay. 2022. No, that is not what I wanted. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Sonic 2022 developers aiming to lay the foundation for future Sonic games to come.
Isn't that what they always do?
No. Like, it's like Adventure, right? Like, Adventure was their layout for, like, the next Sonic
Yeah,
game.
but that's what they always did.
No, because like, he's saying that, cause, like, what they're saying that normally, like, they come out with a new game that has a gimmick, and then the next game, throw all that away, new gimmick, that kind of thing. Well, I think what they're saying is that this will, like, lay the on the foundation will make more, like,
probably
levels and that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I can guarantee you they probably said that about the other games,
maybe.
too.
They haven't, though.
I don't think so, though, because, like, I don't think they put out a Warehog game where, like, this is what Sonic's gonna be from now on. Like, I highly doubt that.
Like, from, like, Adventure to, I would say, probably Unleashed. Those games were kind of very similar, and then they did, like, the levels, like, with Sonic Colors, and,
I don't know about Unleashed. I think Unleashed and Colors are more similar than Unleashed and Adventure.
Because they
okay, 06 sucked, so then... Okay,
well, 06 is an Adventure
06 Adventure and Adventure 2. Those are the three games.
And then they decided, okay, let's just go back to, like, doing levels, and then that's what they did. So I think this leans more, because I think we talked about it last month, which was Sonic, Rangers, let's just go with the leaked title, is looking to be a open world game. I think this leans more into, it's probably going to be something different. And I think that's a good thing, because I think Sonic has kind of gotten...
It's a good thing if it's not shit.
Yes!
Because if it's the
there
usual...
you go.
If it's the usual
You guys
Sonic
have to
shit...
promise me you won't trust anything that comes from Sonic if this is bad.
I haven't trusted Sonic in, like, over a decade.
I don't trust Sonic, but I have to see the game.
I don't. I have enough logic to know it's not going to do well.
Like, it's gonna be...
Wait, hold on. Not do well or be bad?
Will be bad, my mistake.
Yeah, my mind is
go.
gonna be shit unless they prove me wrong. Which
like this and Pokemon, I'm gonna walk in every game. This is most likely gonna be shit.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Listen,
I'm ready.
Good Sonic games are an accident. They are not on purpose. That is my philosophy.
You could count them with your hands.
But if this game ends up being good, and then the game after that ends up being good, and it's this apparently this new foundation,
time warp.
That'd be insane.
Then maybe it's not.
Yeah, like if they manage to put out multiple good 3D Sonic
I'll
games
start
back
trusting
to
them again.
back, that'd be
but like I'm at the stage where I'm like, I know better.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
I've not been proven right, so
it would just be insane if they did that.
After like
Forever
Boom,
21?
never trust forces. Yeah.
Shoes. Do they sell shoes?
No.
No, they sell clothes. Shoes are clothes, but those are stores. The real world will forever elude me. I thought you were gasping. I was like, what did he read that I haven't yet?
No,
Nova's yawning.
Forever Entertainment. Who the fuck is Forever Entertainment?
They are the ones behind the Panzer Dragoon remake and Fear Effect. I don't know what that is.
Good news, Nintendo gives money to developer.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, they're gonna have multiple titles in the works because of Nintendo. Do you think that any of them are gonna be like Nintendo IPs?
No.
And they'll start like
No. Nintendo makes their own IPs.
No, they don't.
Sometimes they don't. It's Metroid, Luigi's Mansion.
That's true, but like the big like
Donkey Kong.
No, that what I meant was like they're just gonna give a side game, like not one of their main ones, like Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, or whatever. Like they don't even make Smash.
They also don't make Donkey Kong.
They also don't make Donkey Kong. Okay, Mario, Zelda,
They
Splatoon.
don't do shit. What do they do?
Animal Crossing?
They do make it.
Yeah, that's
Do they make Pikmin?
Yes. Those are all in house. Yeah.
I can see them giving Pikmin up. No?
No, I don't.
Because if they wanted to, they
would have by now.
Yeah.
They would, because a new Pikmin game would have come out.
Yeah, but no, they would clearly want
Nintendo keeps what they like really fucking close to the chest.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get. They give people spin-offs. Look at
They give
Camelot.
themselves,
No.
Look at Camelot fighting games. I don't think they'll. I don't know.
But like all of Metroid is basically
Metroid.
third party now, or like not their own.
Yeah, I know, but that's because
Even if it
Metroid
is
doesn't
bought
sell
by
well.
them.
But they've also
Pokemon.
given Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong's pretty good. It's
like
pretty big IP.
Pokemon, which they publish.
That's different. That was never theirs to begin with.
They do own a stake.
Yeah, but that was
Now.
never theirs.
But
It was
in the
Game
beginning, it
Freak's.
was
Okay.
Game
Mario's always been made by them. They didn't give Mario to be like, here,
Yeah.
Intelligent Systems,
Okay.
make Mario. It was always theirs.
And then Paper Mario was also.
That's a
always-
side game. I'm talking about main games. The main games have never been made by someone else.
Yeah,
Donkey
they
Kong.
created Mario.
Mario, I'm talking about. I know Donkey Kong. I'm saying some of the stuff they have not given up, and they probably never will. Like, the games they've all given up kind of have a track record of not necessarily selling amazing.
And you don't think Pikmin eventually, if people keep clamoring on about it?
No, because they haven't
They've been-
already.
They've been clamoring.
It took
for,
them
like,
20 years to make 3 games. Clearly, for some reason, they don't want to.
Yeah,
Like, Donkey Kong was doing better, and they gave it up.
it kind of makes sense though, because I feel like something.
I agree with you. It's stupid. They should give some of these series like Pikmin over, but they just
you know what
won't
it is
for
though
some
with
reason.
Pikmin. I think because Pikmin's such a unique like gameplay style, they feel like no one else could do it except.
Also-
Only Nintendo.
Exactly.
I mean, also they gave up Kid Icarus to another studio.
They
yeah,
never
but
had
they gave it
Kid
to
Icarus.
Sakura. They have absolute faith in the man.
I don't think they made it.
They
think
made
that
the
was-
first one. It's like how they made Ice
Yeah,
Climbers.
Nintendo did make them. They
okay.
made Kid Icarus. But like,
I don't know. Who knows?
but they gave it to like a trusted. Like they gave it to Sakura. It's not, and plus it's not a main. Like it's not. It's
And they didn't
not
even
a
give-
secret they give a shit about.
Yeah. Who developed it? Sora Limited. That's it. It's Sakurai.
Yeah, it's just Sakura.
Literally, it's just Sakurai, and then they never made another one. I don't think it's gonna be them.
No.
If anything.
No.
No, I don't think anything is gonna come from this.
And like when they do give up shit, it's a big company like Rare or like Sakurai. He's just a big person, so it's like this who like no, it's not happening. No shot.
I mean, I would love to be proven wrong.
Yeah, or like Retro. That's another one. You know.
You don't think one day they will give some of their older IPs that they just have never made games to in like 10 years to someone?
Until it happens, no.
No,
Okay.
I don't. Nintendo's never done it, so until they actually, they just won't.
They've done it, but I don't want to expect
Like
it.
not enough. Like
These series have taught me not to expect anything from them. Like Pikmin, I don't ever expect Pikmin
because
to
like
come out.
to me, it just seems like a game that they want to make, they'll keep them. But if they don't want to make a Donkey Kong, they'll just give it to someone else and then make a Donkey Kong.
But
If
they
know Donkey Kong
clearly
does-
don't want to make Pikmin.
But
I
they
think
haven't
do
yet.
though, because even Miyamoto's been like, yeah, it's totally happening. Like, it's
They
totally
hate
happening,
Pikmin.
guys.
They
Yeah,
clearly want to make Pikmin
Yeah, they
games.
clearly want
They
to
just
make
can't for
Pikmin.
some reason.
Yeah. No, remember, it's already done. Remember, they made it
It's
in
been
like
done since the Wii U.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, just like how Metroid Prime Trilogy has been done.
Yep.
It probably okay. That I believe though. I don't trust. I'm willing to accept that one. Fucking Metroid.
Listen,
I
I don't
mean,
want to hear shit from Warner Brothers until they make Injustice 3.
Well,
Anyways, this might be happening. Thoughts?
cool.
Yeah, cool.
Do you think
Release
it'll-
Gotham Knights.
I hope it's a frame-by-frame remake of
Superman 64.
No, what I was gonna ask was, do you guys think this will just be Superman 64, but again?
I think it'll be a sequel. I think
Okay.
it'll be a cinematic reimagining of the events that follow Superman 64.
But
That's fair. I just wanted to bring it up. I don't have anything to say. I don't like Superman, so
They have 2 other fucking video games they're trying to make. Can they focus?
we want other two.
Gotham Knights
Oh,
and
yeah.
Suicide Squad
Oh,
kills
yeah.
the Justice
Oh,
League.
Oh yeah.
now before we get on to the big topic of the month,
Well, they're gonna have to ask for a fucking while. Really, he's the pass closer?
no.
No, I'm saying they're asking for him. I'm like,
So a fan sent. So remember a couple of months ago when Rayman, someone sent something for Rayman.
yeah.
Same thing happened with Captain Toad.
Bro, I'd be real. If I was Nintendo, I would not respond to these guys. I'd be
Fuel
like,
the
fuck
fire.
you. Yeah, yeah. It's
You know,
just-
I think they're like, oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
To me, this is a big no.
You also included some story and subscriptions and original moveset. It's flattering that Nintendo has inspired you for your creativity.
Thank you for your OC and very detailed self-insert hentai.
And yeah, he got
So
he got
here's
some
Mario.
stuff.
So here's something from Mario.
Yeah.
Not even
I mean,
from
it is
Smash.
Captain Toad. It's Mario.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
True. But the original Mario, oh, Toad's in it. But why not show Toad?
Because that would require them to print something new. And
That's
this is
true.
just a leftover.
So that happened. I thought it would be cool to show. It's nice that Nintendo does these things, but
Yeah.
then you have to start to remember all of their other shitty business practices. It's just like, You know, sometimes
Don't
they're good, and then sometimes they're just sometimes the
Don't let
worst.
the big corporation
Hey,
ever
I
make
mean,
you
I'll
think
be
they're
honest.
hard.
They have shitty decisions, but like they're still better than most companies.
Yeah, the lesser of many
Way
evils.
better than most companies.
Listen, Nintendo makes fun video games.
Yeah, because
Sony makes movies.
Yeah, sure, they sometimes fuck over their fans, but most companies fuck over the people who work for them. I think that's way worse.
And at least Nintendo is bad at fucking over their fans because they just come back anyway.
Yeah, like some. Of
I
the,
mean, just imagine being Activision and then just being like, hey,
the working
just work on
conditions-
COD.
No, the working conditions in most other companies are fucking abysmal.
And meanwhile, Nintendo is
Like?
just like
What do you mean like stuff like
everything Konami.
they're forced in overtime. They're not getting paid properly. It's like the crunch is ridiculous.
No, I mean, like, do you know who, like, anybody specific?
I remember
Like Capcom?
no, not Capcom.
The guy
Or
who made
Bandai?
Silent Hill lived at his
No.
office while he did it.
Usually, I'm gonna be honest. Like I think I think Activision did that. They had like a mass.
Yep.
Like Activision did that.
CD Projekt Red.
Yep. Most big. I'm gonna be honest.
Rockstar.
Most big
Rock-
Western companies do that. You don't see the okay. Like is it in actually also in Japanese ones you just don't hear about it
I've
much.
never heard of that
But-
happening for Xbox or Bethesda, but I could be wrong.
Bethesda has bad crunches.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
That's why Fallout 76 exists.
Yes.
Rockstar almost got
And like
publicly seen.
Rockstar, I
and
knew
let's be
about.
realistic. Microsoft doesn't make games. They can't have crunch if they don't make anything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, they
literally-
just have a lot of studios that
But-
do make the games for them that they publish.
Yeah, those
they own.
let's be real. Those studios don't make video games
Yeah.
either. 343.
Apparently, they do.
Yeah, now 3 years after.
So like Nintendo don't do that kind of shit. They will purposely delay games for like, just like it's not ready. We don't want them to be forced to do shit.
I
They actually
hope-
care about the people that.
I hope
Which
that
is
that mentality can be around for Game Freak and Legends Arceus, because there's no way that game's ready for 2022.
They can't because they have to keep up with the Pokemon marketing.
It's also not completely.
They don't
independent.
have to anymore, though.
Yeah, but well, they
So by the way, do you guys know what the Pokemon company actually is? So it's like Nintendo. So it's a partnership between
Yeah.
Pokemon. So it's
Game Freak,
Creatures Inc.
Creatures
and
Inc. and Nintendo.
So
yeah.
like originally, so before Creatures Inc., it was actually just so like they made a big company to basically deal because Pokemon got too big. So they're like, we need
Needed
something. We
something
need like
to
a bigger
control it.
company to take care of all of that stuff, and that's what Pokemon Company. It's just a shell that like just houses all of the things that Pokemon does.
their crunch was a lot of, or like what they needed to do for marketing, a lot of it had to do with the anime. Now they don't.
So
yeah, but
it's-
it's also the trading cards,
Right.
the
So-
plushies,
exactly.
the toys. It's everything.
But the trading cards are now primarily 8th gen stuff.
Yeah, but you can't.
And they're not going to be doing it for Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
Not only that, but the next game's probably not coming out till 2023.
Yeah, but those games are still advertisements for the games are commercials for them.
They are.
And you can't be like, hey, listen, the game's taking too long. We need 6 months, because now you have to delay everything 6
Exactly.
months, and they are not going to do
Like,
that. They're going to go, no, make it in the 3 months we told you to. I don't care if it's less quality or not. It's a commercial and it sells.
Not just that, but like
anyway.
we already have all these other things in pre-production. We can't just stop it for you. We lose a bunch of, but we're not doing it. That's just not happening. And then so like Pokemon games are no longer just games, which is
They're
sad.
advertisements.
That's not their main purpose anymore, because the other shit makes way more money anyway. So it's like, who cares about the games when the plushies, cards, and anime are gonna make
the movies.
and the movies gonna make them millions of dollars.
Again, the anime is now on its own thing.
Yeah.
It seems as if the cards are getting to that.
Yeah, but they still show the new Pokemon anyway.
They do.
It doesn't matter if Ash is going through what you went through in the video games, because let's be honest, even the region doesn't really matter.
Like-
It's the mascots.
Like, I agree with you that like Arceus could be a time, but here's the thing, right? Is that they can't take too long with it because they also need time to work on the new Pokemon game. So if they push that too long, then the new Pokemon game will come out long, and then it's just the whole thing. It's just
That's true.
that's the so they have it's stupid. It's they shouldn't happen, but it is. This is what it is.
But if Nintendo is part of the Pokemon company, they should be able to say something.
Yeah, but they're not like
And then they're just like, well, we delay our games.
yeah, but they also know they know that like this is how the Pokemon cycle works. They can't just
It
Be
is
like, I'm
a
gonna stop.
scientifically tested formula that works
Yeah.
because we're doing
Like,
it for the 8th time.
Nintendo is not the sole owner, so it's like they only have so much power, and then, you know.
If anything, Nintendo probably makes the Pokemon games stay at the quality they're at. They'll be like, make sure they're worthy of the Nintendo name, and then just when they cross that threshold, Nintendo's probably like, we only own so much, it's on your own from here.
Yeah, it's
Like, we're not going to tell you to make them better. They've gotten our seal of approval.
Look, they're
real quick, Breath of the Wild didn't get the seal of approval, and they go, stop right there. It probably got the seal of approval long before they ever stopped.
Plus, Nintendo knows that I'm sure Nintendo knows that no matter what they put out, if it has Pokemon in the title, it's going to sell. So they don't.
More than anything.
Yeah, they don't have any, like, none of the companies in this situation have any incentive to make the game better, because who cares? Not only is it not the biggest money seller, but even if it's shit, it'll still sell. So who cares? Nobody.
The Pokemon.
Except for fans.
they're in the state. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. That's all.
I'm glad you are, but like
I just want it to be good again.
I just mean, like,
And it won't
realistically,
be.
that's
all.
That's the situation we're in.
Yeah.
It's just, it sucks, but
All right, let's talk about it.
Love how we just instinctively went to Pokemon, and now we're pivoting to our other big one. It's you can't avoid it. Just like it's fate. You can't escape from crossing fate.
Yeah.
Kazuya. Kazuya. Kazoo.
Right, his name is Kazuya.
Dude, I saw the Nintendo thing. I was like, oh, Sakurai made the video, and it was like an hour of
It was
the
like
whole
40 minutes.
Yeah, I was like,
Like, I didn't fucking watch it.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't want to.
So you guys didn't watch. You guys just know what
I
happened.
watched the. I don't.
I don't
even
know what happened, and I also
watched
don't
the. I skipped right to the Mii costumes, and I was dying of laughter because I was like, "Wow!"
I just thought interesting to react to it.
They were like, "Fuck you, fuck you."
you, and
Skyrim's
fuck you.
deconfirmed in case you were worried about it, and fuck Lloyd.
It was great. It was great.
I was, dude. They showed Dante. I was like, "Ooh, that hurts. That's big.
That is big.
That's
Yeah.
big. That's big.
big.
That's big in the wrong way."
Like, dude, I'm telling you right
But it
now.
comes out today.
He does.
He does.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Last character I bought came out in January of 2020.
That's not true, March.
No, I didn't buy Pyro Myther yet.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
still
don't
hasn't
play
done it.
Smash Bros.
Huh.
I don't play video games.
That's true. You
I
don't.
go to work, I come home, and I go to bed.
Literally. I'm at the point where I can play a game. I get to choose, and I'm like, I will always choose.
I get an occasional 5-hour stint.
That's rare, but when that happens,
No,
oh,
all this week
bliss.
though, all this happened this week, no shift is later than 7 o'clock.
Oh, that explains why you've gone so fast through it. Yeah,
That's why.
Let's go.
Sunday,
Let's go.
only day I had to close.
go.
And that's it.
Is it what are the rest of the week?
I actually also have off on Friday. And then 7 o'clock every day of the week. Except I think 6 on Wednesday. No, not
good.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Let's go. Alright. You might be able to even beat Cash Out this week. It's very possible.
It is incredibly possible.
That's it.
So, Kazuya.
Stock. It's cool that Street Fighter, SNK, / Fatal Fury, really just SNK, and now Tekken are repped in the Smash.
Pretty cool.
It's sad, however, that, like, it's cool. I guess, me personally, I would have preferred something else to be one of the last slots. Like, if this was first or second, I'd have been like, oh shit. But this is now 5th, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
well...
I'll be honest, I don't think Nintendo, like, cares at all about what order these things come out.
That's true.
Clearly. Because then they wouldn't end a third-party pass with the fucking first thing. They wouldn't do that. So, they don't care.
I think this is one of the greatest characters in terms of love and creation Nintendo has ever made,
Oh,
because
absolutely.
they captured how little I care about Tekken in this character beautifully.
But I have
Oh
I've been
my
having
God.
a lot of discourse, and, like, apparently he's, like, a super unique, like, cool character and stuff. I'm
No,
like, I
he's
just don't
actually...
care. But...
Actually, like, it looks cool. I just wish I could do any of those inputs.
kind of broken. I'm gonna be honest.
Like, if
I don't
you...
like its Devilman form. I think it looks cheap. I don't like it. It looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like a 2005 Tekken thing, and I'm like, I already don't like Tekken as is.
If you, what is it? If you can master this character, he looks insane.
Does he have that shitty turns around to look at you thing?
Actually,
Doesn't that like auto nerf you?
not
No.
necessarily.
Well, no, aren't like Ken and Ryu are like
So-
are like statistically worse because of
The
it.
only thing it does, so it's good in certain places. It's kind of worse because when you're trying to ledge trap, it's harder. You have to like constantly roar your back airs. You can't just be facing the direction and just jump up and just roar. Because in the moment that they come up, they'll flip. It doesn't feel fair.
Yeah.
So you have to constantly like flip it back because they keep roaring. So the reverse aerial. So like in the
Yeah.
air, you just flip the character around. You have to keep doing that, which is annoying. It's not like the end of the world, but then being able to constantly face forward is also really nice because then you can react with like your forward tilt where normally you couldn't
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's
or
just like, oh, it did it for me, forward tilt.
yeah. Or like a down tilt that you would have to actually turn around and then down tilt. So it's like stuff like that. And their down tilts are usually really good, so it's like, you know, but
but like some of his moves looked really cool. Like there was
he's
like
got like a combat mechanic, super armor. Apparently he
has
everything.
like a bunch of super armor
Yeah,
shit.
Like this man has like literally everything.
So Nick was like, he's a fighting character.
Yeah.
Super armor, like it says, super armor, combat mechanic.
Yeah. Well, combat mechanics are not all fighting, but like usually like super armor. I mean, some moves usually like in fighting games, some moves lost super armor.
And because it's basically an in-house character, they got 39 tracks for
it's a
Tekken.
band aid.
Jesus Christ.
It was so clean. Like I wish there
If it was
were
a
more.
Tails character. Anyway,
They would have had a lot of.
I don't want to talk about it.
You got a
I
Mii
don't
costume
I don't want to talk about it.
from the face
Anyways,
down.
these Mii fighters have to be some of the 4 biggest Mii costumes that we've ever gotten.
Well, first off, I say we should start with the least hurtful one, Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how they didn't say cross Skyrim or cross Elder Scrolls.
You know why
it's
they
cross
do that, right?
Dragonborn.
Because they did the same thing with Dante.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's just because they cross the character. But you would think, because like they're always like, oh, these series
That's
are
not-
repped.
So that's not why. It's because they only do it in America because of how our ESRB system is.
Oh, they can't advertise
Yep.
M-rated games. That's why.
Because they want to make them all teen.
I see.
Interesting.
Which is
That makes
most likely why our last character won't be like.
So I have a question. So
Chief or something.
In the Japanese version of it,
Yeah, we'll say Skyrim, and Devil May Cry, yeah, and in the European one too. It's just America and how our system works.
interesting.
Because then technically it's a showcase of games rated E to M.
Right.
Because technically we are advertising a character from an M-rated game.
Unless-
instead of just a character who happens to be from an M-rated game. Don't you love how that little
Unless they
loophole-
decide, fuck it, our last
Kinda
character's
dumb, okay.
Emirate, like that's why they removed.
I mean, Bayonetta was rated M, and she got it.
What did you say?
Bayonetta was rated M.
Who?
Bayonetta.
It's a more recent thing.
Well, no,
So when Pass 1 was coming out back in 2018, 2019, this wasn't a thing, right? So they used to show like the logos, like they showed Persona's logo, Banjo's logo,
and Persona's in M-rated.
yeah, right? And then I think it was either once Terry came out or when Byleth came out, when like the change was official, they stopped showing the logos here, but they still had them in Japanese, in the Japanese one and the
That's interesting. I
European
didn't
one.
know that.
Makes sense.
Yep. And it's because of that. Like, again, if we get an M-rated character as our last character, which, again, I highly doubt at this point because I think I know what our last character is, just because of how this pass has been going. I think that they're not even going to show the logo. They're just going to show... Let's just say, for example, it's Master Chief. It's going to be Smash X Master Chief, not Smash X Halo. Which is kind of sad. Anyways, the next one I would say is the least biggest, kind of, because we knew it was happening, was Tales of.
The damn,
It's so...
hurts.
the damn.
It
trailer.
hurts.
Van Damme, you fool!
But this is the Bamco character.
Fool!
Yep.
How I would have done it, honestly, is I'm very shocked that they just didn't put a character in the first pass and a character in the second pass. Because they're Bamco, they could have done it.
What restraint?
Like why wasn't
Make the
this...
game.
I just want to say, why wasn't this in Pass 1 instead of Terry, and then they just added another Bamco character instead of him?
Maybe because they did say Nintendo picks the characters, so
I
maybe
guess
Nintendo
so.
finally got it in their heads to be like, We should give them another character.
Yeah, maybe
They do
we
make
should.
the last
do
time we
make
gave
the
them a
game.
character was Pac-Man, and that was in 4, and they did make another one for us.
Yeah, they have made 2.
But we've already had them also make DLC for us, so
And
you
they're
can get a
most
character
likely
number
when
2.
the next game comes out, they're gonna help them.
This is the last DLC, or this is the last. This is like the last character.
Next one is it. Sakurai
Yep.
specified nothing else.
Yep.
Yep. One
Unless
more
he's
guy.
unless he's a yellow belly liar.
Bro, let him be done.
I'm saying just in case if he's lying, unless he's lying, this is it.
I hope not.
That's all I was gonna say.
know.
I'm
That is
tired of being disappointed.
dangerous optimism.
I'm not trying to be
That's how it
optimistic. I was
starts,
just
though.
saying.
That's hope is poison, and this is how it gets injected.
I wasn't saying it was hope. I was just saying unless he's lying.
And I'm saying this is how it starts.
Alright.
I'm
Let's
kidding.
get back to the
Okay.
me characters. Let's go back.
It's not like I want it. I'm fine with it being the last
back to the me
character.
characters.
Anyways,
Back to the me.
me characters. Next one I would say is Shantae.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Because there were a lot of people that wanted Shantae.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially back in 4.
Yeah. And then
A lot.
finally.
Oh, the big one.
Oh.
The big one.
What the hell is this?
Yeah.
The jokes write themselves. It's so.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It is
They did
insane.
him so dirty.
So dirty.
So dirty. It would have almost been poetic if he was the last DLC character, because Bayo was, and he's like Bayo.
Yeah.
You know,
He,
I'm gonna be honest. I really did kind of want Dante.
he's a really big character. He's like one of the last really.
Not big enough, apparently, according to Nintendo. That hurts.
Yeah. Listen, the only
One
way
more.
Smash is saved if they give me a Kiseki character. That is it. That is the only way.
I don't even think now there's going to be
No, I
Kiseki
don't
content
think so.
at all.
No, I never thought that. I'm just
Bro, like,
I'm mostly joking.
we are almost free of this curse.
We are, and I'm
One more.
happy. to be
By
free.
the end of the year, we're done.
Thank God. I don't ever want to do this again.
I'm done on this ride.
Yeah, I want another like 5-8 years.
Yeah, I need to be like almost 30 before I
Fuck.
can go through this.
I'm not doing this again. Don't enjoy this.
I
Isn't
need
fun.
401k when I go through this again.
Yeah, like I'm not having fun anymore. Make it stop.
It's
I stopped
probably
having fun in past 1,
Honestly,
honestly.
same.
it's probably not as fun when you guys don't want as many characters, or when there's like characters you're just like, well, eh.
Yeah.
No, but even in past 1, I didn't want too many, and I was still excited.
Yeah.
And like in the beginning of past 2, it's like, all right, I don't really
Bro,
want
this
Min Min.
pass had Steve from Minecraft.
I think that really
I do not
drove
want to
the nail
hear
in
a
the
damn
coffin.
thing. I am impervious to criticism now.
I'm like whether or
No,
not I
Sean,
have a
no,
lot of
no more.
characters, it just I'm not gonna have because I feel like I would almost have less fun if I wanted more characters because then I
Yeah,
feel like I can
because
get hurt
then-
infinitely more.
Literally.
Because then it's like for me, like I realistically want what like 5 characters. I'm like, all right, we're kind of hitting for a small dartboard here. But if I wanted like 10, 20
This
characters,
you got like basically everything you want.
yeah, I know.
I-
all right, listen, that's what I know.
Shut the fuck up.
I know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I just want 2B. That's all I want.
Yeah, well, yeah, at least you
You
got
want
all this
that
other
too.
Shit. I want that, but I also want a lot of other things, and I haven't got any of those.
Just be me,
So I
only
wanna
want
fucking- just
just be better.
just be better.
I just
I got 2 really big characters I want. Even I'm like, I'm not having fun anymore. Yeah, Neil's got one more.
I want
Don't
my
hope. It's
I just want my
No.
man to take a break from
Yeah,
all
me too.
of this.
I think Smash should just end forever.
I'd be
That's
fine with this being over.
that would be the play.
Do you think
sorry.
he's gonna announce his retirement during the last one?
If
No.
he wants to. I don't
Yeah,
know.
if he was going to retire, that's the place to do it. I don't think he's gonna retire.
I think what's going to happen is is the next one. There's probably going to be completely different from Ultimate. People are probably going to be like, "Where's this character?" And he's just going to be like, "Welp, Ultimate 2."
Well, I hope he's not. I
during the
hope
next
he never
one.
works on a Smash game again. I hope he's just done. His man deserves it. He's been working.
No, he said in the live stream, he's like, I've almost been working on Smash for like 10 years straight. He's like, you could almost say it's my life's work. It's like, Christ. Like, I get you really love it, Sakurai, but like, everyone takes a break. Everyone stops eventually.
Because these games take a long time to develop, and Nintendo's like, we want a Smash Brothers. So.
Look, they're gonna want a new Smash Brothers at some point.
I'm gonna go fucking
So-
insane if in 4 years we got another new one.
Yeah, I just hope it's not soccer. My man deserves a break. He should not be working on Smash forever.
You know what is funny?
Yeah.
So in the time it took from Smash 4's release to Ultimates is 4 years. And in that 4 year, we had a year of DLC. By the time this game's DLC is wrapped up, it's already been 3 years since Ultimate.
I just hope
Yeah,
they just
so we've almost gone the time gap between Ultimate.
That is
Yeah.
insane.
This game is 3 years old, and
Yeah.
we are finally putting it to bed.
Oh my god.
My hope is 3 years the next console comes out, and they're just like, okay, maybe now we can start working on it instead of just being like, okay, the new console's going to come out, we want to open with the new Smash
I
game.
need like 3 years into the next console for a Smash game.
Yeah, that's my hope.
Who do you think the last character is?
Anyways, I'm actually not done with the
Oh,
Mii
no, never
costumes.
Okay.
Wait, that was.
My prediction for the last character's Mii costumes. Cause I Chief, Doom Guy, Hollow Knight as the deluxe, Crash, Sora, the accursed one. Yup, because they want to add everything. And then there was one more that I forgot. But when I remember it, I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get a character I like. I get one per pass.
Well, you get one.
Yeah, Byleth and Pyro.
I don't want to hear complaining. You don't get to complain.
Yeah, but maybe you'll get a character that's so good it surpasses.
It's literally not possible.
It's not.
No.
It's just not.
He would need a Kiseki character.
Literally,
It's not
that is the
happening.
only way.
Anyways, before we move on to prediction for the next one, or well, our last one.
Yeah.
Normally, what I do is I'll come up with a list of characters because this is replacing that video. I only have one past idea, and it's just fighting game reps. I just got Min Min, Kazuya, Scorpion, Nightmare from Soul Calibur, Soul Bad Guy, and Nakaruru. Thought it was fair. So Nakaruru from the bird girl from Samurai Showdown. You probably just replace her with the main guy if you really wanted to.
I didn't know they had a main one.
Yeah. Can't believe you didn't put Ragnar in there. Fucked up, bro. Blaze Blue.
Oh.
The main character.
I just figured they would do Guilty Gear over it.
They
I thought
probably
about it, yeah.
Yeah, they like Guilty Gear more.
They do. They just like it more. I don't know which one sells better. I imagine Guilty
Gear.
I don't really know.
There are also a million more Guilty Gears than
That's
there are Blaze
also
Blues.
true. There's like 4 Blaze Blues.
And there's like
Yeah.
20 Guilty Gear gets manga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, Blaze is better.
Alright, last but not least, let's talk about this prediction for the last character. I'm gonna let you guys go first, because I got some long...
I have nothing.
I don't have a prediction. I have a want, and it's too big.
Yeah.
You know what my prediction is? That I will not be interested in
Here,
it.
I'll say.
I want to be interested in it, but I don't think that'll happen.
Okay, that'll be my prediction. I'll just say my want to character that I actually want. I don't even care who it is. Anything. Anything.
Takeru Miyashiro.
Oh my god.
Okabe
Okabe,
Rintoul.
I just want to point out something. That can technically happen.
They are video
Hold up.
games.
And also, Saber could happen.
That's right. Saber Pendragon.
It would just be it would be
Arturia.
Arturia, but I could definitely see
Pendragon. Oh,
a Jean like alt skin.
that's such a cool last name, Pendragon.
Yeah. So I don't even want to talk about this.
King Arthur has a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
He does.
I don't even want to talk about it because I'm
that-
gonna be honest. I would rather have the accursed one than this at this point.
The Dark Souls dude. Oh, the accursed one. That's
The
right.
accursed, yeah. Other than this,
Listen, if it happens, you will know the pain and suffering that Steve caused.
Yeah.
the only other thing that I have to state are just some theories I have on the last character. Sakurai tends to make the last character something current. Corrin at the end of 4's DLC, Incineroar at the end of base, and Byleth at the end of Pass 1. Right?
But Cord wasn't the last DLC character.
They came out on the same day.
Yeah, true.
They were basically, or if not, it was like a couple of days or like a week.
And plus, Bayonetta 2 had come out the year before on the Wii.
Because I remember we had the Smash tourney like literally as Bayonetta and Corrin came.
Yeah,
Corrin
I
came
remember
out.
that. Yeah.
All of the characters in this pass have done something that they have wanted to do since the development of 4 or during when Ultimate was being developed.
Right.
he wanted ARMS and Xenoblade for this base game, for Ultimate's base game. We got Min Min and Pyramithra. Steve has been in the works for 5 years. Like they've been trying to deal with this in some way or fashion. Sephiroth, because they wanted more Final Fantasy content, which they never got. And now Kazuya, who adds the Tekken rep, saying years ago that Heihachi was scrapped. There were others that were mentioned, such as the Rhythm Heaven logo being in 4's data. There were a few throughout other games that are on, like, Source Gaming I looked into, but I'm only going to mention a few here. Geno, like, for I think it was Brawl and 4.
Well, I think I know who you're leading into.
Dixie Kong was Brawl, same with, like, Tetra. Takamaru from Mystery Murasame Castle, who's now an assist trophy. Alucard, who's an assist trophy. Crystal. And hell, even James freaking Bond. Yeah, that's right.
James Bond, sure.
He said it, not me. But I believe that it will follow most likely Forza and Ultimate stuff. And I believe it's a Pokemon.
Decidueye.
It's Decidueye.
Decidueye.
What? Sakurai mentioned that it was between Decidueye and Incineroar, and who's going to be in Pokemon Legends Arceus, and has made a moves, and may have had some sort of moveset working at least the beginning, some sort of writing, scraps, whatever. Decidueye.
It's recent because it goes with
It's going to be recent, and
That would be Sag, but
it's going to be.
Yeah, but it hasn't the whole passed.
that's
Pokemon.
It would be in yeah. They had
Pokemon-
one Shining Hope, and that was it.
Pokemon Legends Arceus, right? Is Pokemon's Legends Arceus is probably going to be the new Pokemon game until at least the second half of 2023. Let's be real. They're not going to release a new game at the end of 2022.
I don't think they are. They're not.
And if they do, it's going to be some sort of like side game.
Yeah.
Mobile.
Wouldn't it be really funny if they're like, the last DLC character is a workshop character. You can make whoever you want.
Oh, that would be great.
Go make it yourself. Go fuck yourself.
That would really be
Super Smash Brothers Maker.
that would really be the ultimate. And Super Smash Bros. Maker would actually be a good idea, so that way Sakurai would never have to make another Smash game again.
I'd be so mad though. I'm like, cool, you just told me you spent $30 to get to make your own at the end.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Even though that's what the Mii's technically are.
Yeah.
Kinda.
That would be like the most current thing you could do, especially if the Switch's last year is going to be 2023, 2024, moving into a new console. Like, let's just say hypothetically that's the case. You can't get more current than that unless you put in a live service character, something that's gonna be around for years to come, like the Accursed One or Master Chief with the Halo multiplayer Infinite. But it's not happening because I still believe third parties will only get one rep in a pass. I do not believe it's happening. Other than that, the only other thing I could see is Breath of the Wild Zelda. Just because Sakurai keeps mentioning it. Well, it was like has mentioned it multiple times. Oh, we're not getting this amiibo. Oh, like Zelda stuff. Or I wish we could have had Zelda or whatever.
Bro, I really hope they make them Pyro and Mythic amiibos soon. I was so sad when he pulled Min Min up. I'm like, I know,
But he only pulled out Min Min.
Yeah, it made me so sad. I was like, no. I was really hoping Steve came with someone else.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to soften that blow.
I hope Steve and Sephiroth are in the same one.
Yeah, honestly, that'd do it for me. He can't be next to Pyro and Mythra. I can't.
It would be
I'm like,
Pyra, Mythra, and probably Kazuya.
That works.
That's fine, yeah.
I'm willing to spend a lot of money on the Pyro and Mythra amiibos.
They're only going to be like $15.
Yeah, I was about to say. What do you
Maybe
want?
$30 for both.
Do you know Xenoblade?
I feel like
They're gonna buy them.
I feel like they'll be like just one, and then it'll be like
Cross.
Yeah.
Like the figure. Just full on copies.
yeah, or like
Yeah.
in a different way. But I feel like they'll be together
I
because like,
figured
even in
they
the game, there's just one. So
You know,
I
a
figured it'd
Pokemon
be
trainer
like-
has
Yeah.
like 4.
Yeah, because there's him and
5. No, he has 5.
Well,
The female one.
Yeah.
That's true, but I feel like with Pokemon Trainer, like
They're no
thing.
different than
Maybe.
Pokemon.
I think they're just
Trainer.
gonna sell Pyra and Mythra in a double pack.
maybe.
Yeah. I'm probably
Be
gonna
like,
get it.
There's Pyra and Mythra. Did you know that Rob, Game & Watch, and Duck Hunt Dog were sold in a triple pack, and it was the only way you could buy them?
Huh. They don't know.
Yeah.
And there was a Japanese version too, so you could buy 2 of them. You know what the
Yeah.
difference was? Rob was a different color.
That's right, because
My
Famicom.
Yeah, my hope is if it is a Breath of the Wild character, it's gonna be the champions and not just Zelda, because I feel like it would just be so cool to have the 4 of them at the end.
Honestly.
And because he said the next character is gonna take a while, so it could mean like, oh, maybe it's that character, or maybe it's gonna be
Just
some
that.
sort of like
This is
that
like,
maybe
this
an
is just
echo.
me. I'm just like,
To me, I just took that as like,
So-
all these characters have taken fucking
this is
an
so
eternity to
depressing,
come
bro.
out.
There's none of these characters. Oh, it's so sad.
I'm like, I get we're getting 11 DLC characters, but Smash 4 did 7 in a year. And I
But-
get we're also living through a pandemic, but it's
But
like,
half of them were also
yeah, but also it took
characters.
them a year to do 5.
But
Took
yeah,
over a
he's
year.
right though. Half of them were from returning characters from Smash 4.
That's true.
Yeah, so because Mewtwo, Lucas.
These
The
are all
only
new
ones were
characters.
Ryu, Korn, and Bea. Everyone else was returning.
only 3.
Just imagine Smash 6
Oh, and
where
Cloud.
there's
Oh, and Cloud.
just
4.
imagine Smash 6 at max there's like 50 characters in and you have to
Yeah.
buy the other 30 to get the rest of them plus new.
Well, alright, though, but like still, that's 4 new characters plus 3 returning. This game did 5 new ones, and it took them over a year. Both pre-pandemic. 2018 to 2019. And then through 2019, how many did they do? Oh wait, no, through 2019 was the
I
first
guarantee
wave
you
of
if
DLC.
there
It was a
wasn't
year, right? So
Yeah, so
I
it
mean,
took 'em a
it's only because of the pandemic that it took so long.
Yeah, I know,
like
but it's just-
there is a huge possibility that like because of the pandemic it took a while and
I
there
think that's
were
why, yeah.
it's
and
like-
there were like just like there's a possibility. Let's just go tinfoil hat here. Min Min and Steve, as disappointing as it would have been, were E3. Sephiroth was the Sephiroth was always going to be like somewhere Game Awards, maybe fall. Pyramith were always going to be 2021. And then this one was going to be Kazuya and the last character. Let's just say hypothetically,
Yeah.
right? That's the only way I could see some sort of internet breaking character. And my hope is the last character is just something at least everybody like most people could just be like, okay, this is cool instead of this is Tekken. It's a fighting game character.
That would be nice. We're not allowed to have nice things.
Like most like Sephiroth was the character that everybody came together and were just like, this is cool.
I don't think we'll ever get that again.
Probably not.
Not
Like,
so fast.
because I think like the only like I just want a
It's
game,
depressing.
a character that breaks the internet. I just want like a cheat
I really
or a
could not
crash
care
or
less.
something.
They could
You know, I
say
would want to make the internet excited, but it's like breaking the internet also means like Steve.
yeah. Bro, they could say that
Broken.
there's no longer a 6th character, and I just be like, cool. Like
They delete characters.
yeah, I just like I don't even care anymore.
For the
dude.
6th DLC character,
Yeah.
we will be removing Luigi.
For the 6th character,
Ran out of space.
we've heard your complaints. For the 6th character, we will be removing Dr. Mario.
Oh,
You will
Throw
now
the
just
copy
get the
out.
skin of Dr. Mario.
Yup.
Congratulations. Other than that, like, my hope, and I do not think this is happening just because of what Sakurai said, we get some sort of game-breaking character, and then the last character is, and then there's some sort of bonus thing you get if you got both passes, and that's their shitty current character, like they did with Piranha Plant. But it's not happening because
You're just trying to ingest this poison. Like you're just chugging it.
I told you this
You're
is how it
chugging
starts. You said the words hope.
You did. You did.
Hope is a poison, and that's how you ingest it.
You're doing a really good job of ingesting it right now.
yeah.
Chugging it like NyQuil.
It's just nice to be happy about things, though.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
also nice to know what's coming.
It makes you sad.
Life is sad.
Yeah.
It is.
There's no happiness.
Happiness is fake.
Anyways,
This is fake.
anyways, prepare for the last character to be a Pokemon,
We're
and
almost done with this curse.
I know.
Oh, we wished this upon
So
ourselves.
polite.
It is. It's 3 years of this fucking game.
Second pass. Okay, other than Pirate Mythra, it was a mistake.
The nightmare.
damn, Sephiroth.
We had an FF character, bro. I don't give a shit.
Listen,
Damn.
He's
I'm
not
ready.
even that unique. Whatever. He's the only one I could, or him too maybe. Everyone else, fuck him.
But it's cool to get more villains.
It is, but
Just imagine
it's
Eggman.
Sephiroth.
it is Sephiroth. You know what I'm saying? Like he's acceptable.
I'll take Byleth along this train too, and Joker. I thought Joker was cool.
No, I was talking about just a second pass.
Oh, the second pass,
Just the
yeah.
second pass.
Oh yeah, Pyra, Mythra,
First
and
pass,
Sephiroth.
yeah, Joker and Hero. And Byleth was fine as well.
I like Byleth, but I know that is not a sentiment many share.
Yeah, like I think Byleth just isn't like as like interesting as maybe he could have been, but like I like him.
Speaking
I
of-
like Byleth. I just don't like.
Speaking of Byleth,
Mm.
that's the new legendary hero for heroes. Male Byleth.
Oof, yikers.
all of it.
Oh, male.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Subterranean.
I just wanted to.
Me too.
I have one question to ask.
Yeah.
Would you guys prefer another old, like, would you rather have Smash 6, whatever it is, be just have like less characters with returning characters being buyable and then maybe new as DLC, or would you rather just have Ultimate again?
I take Ultimate again,
Yeah.
just because, like, I hate to say it like this.
It's also the demon I know, you know.
Yeah, it's like I like Smash, nowhere near as much as I used to. Like, I used to be, like, enraptured by it. Now I'm just like, I like that game. It's like Call of Duty to me now. It's like, I like it and I play it. And, like, yeah, do I want my favorite characters to get in it? Of course. And I'll always be happy for it. But at the same vein, it's like, it used to be like, man, some of my favorite characters aren't in Smash. It can't be as good as it is yet. But for me, I'm like, listen, I really want 2B, but she really never does get into Smash Bros. Just go play Nier.
To me, I think it's kind of like how I feel about what they did in Generation 8. It's like, you know, we got a taste of like what it was.
Yeah.
And then with a fighting game, it makes a lot more sense to remove characters compared to Pokemon.
Yeah, that's just also how all fighting games do it.
Well, no, I think it makes sense to remove Pokemon too, but
But
Not at the 8th installment. Though.
I think it's fine. If only you don't only do that at the 8th installment, not on like the 3rd one, because that's a bit more weird. Because it's like there aren't
I
even.
feel
that
like
many-
it's the
there
opposite.
aren't
You
even
set a
that-
precedent.
No, because like there
Yeah.
aren't even that many Pokemon. See, I think the main issue is that you can't like. Yeah, because like at some point there are just too many Pokemon for you to balance and like code and do all. Even if you like, it's too many moves, too many animations. It's just too much. It's just not realistic. Like,
but they set that unrealistic precedent.
yeah, but it's still whether or not they said it. Sure, they did, but that's something that they have now grown to realize. Oh, we can't do this. Like, this is too much. It just is. Like 800, 900, 1,000 Pokemon. That's an insane number. Like, it makes sense to me that they have to cut Pokemon, and then in the next game they can put the ones that they cut, put them in that one, and then whatever. It's like,
I don't know. For me, I'm like, ugh, this is lame because I like playing Pokemon. Like, I don't know. To me, it's like, okay, cool. Why do I ever buy a new one then? If I know like I can't use them all.
They just
That's
don't.
why. That's
yeah,
my
right.
thing.
That's what I'm saying.
So
And
like
it's
they've told me they're like, this is where we're going. I'm like, cool. I'm not buying them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like if you're not like down, like if you like your specific Pokemon, that team you want, like, just don't fucking buy the game. Just, there it is. You know what I mean?
I think
Like,
Well,
honestly, after Gen 5 remakes, I'm done.
yeah, because like, honestly, I mean, it's just Pokemon stop being good after that. But it's like that's. I mean,
But that's like, but
I think it's necessary evil. Like I.
but that should have been a necessary evil earlier because now it's a precedent.
Yeah, but so like listen, if they did it in Gen 6, people would have been just as mad.
Yeah.
So-
like the fact it's like no, it's about to head over.
Okay.
It's just they keep
It's
putting
just-
it off and
It's
putting
just
it off.
semantics. It's doesn't matter when they did it. They had to do it eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
And,
like
you know. So
I don't know. I don't know. That's
there's nothing to, it being precedent is whatever. It's been a precedent. You could argue that it's been a precedent since the second.
But it's just something on the long list of reasons why Pokemon is
It's
bad
just,
now.
And that's just something that's not helping all the other people that. The other problems I think are way bigger. This isn't really even an issue. It's just the fact that one of the things that they said was, oh, we're gonna cut Pokemon so that we can work on animation. And then that didn't happen. So it's just like, well, then why did you cut the Pokemon if you weren't gonna make the game look better?
Because
That's like, people weren't really mad about the Dex thing until they realized that the game wasn't. That's when it ignited.
Yeah.
That's when there was like, okay, well, you cut the Dex, fine, whatever. But then you didn't make
we
the
got
game
nothing in
better like you
return.
said
Yeah.
you would.
We did not
So what
equivalent
the fuck?
exchange.
Exactly. So that was
makes
the
sense.
real.
I mean, it was. I mean, everybody should have seen it coming when we saw the tree.
Right, because if the game looked way better than other games, it was a good-looking game, and
Yeah.
they cut the Pokemon, people wouldn't be upset about it.
I wouldn't.
It's the
No.
fact that it's shit, and they cut the Pokemon. If you're gonna make a shit game, at least give me all the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Wonder you can't do both.
It
You
just
can't cut Pokemon and make shit.
it very lightly softens the blow. It's like, will I be mad if they cut any of the characters from Smash? No. Will I be a bit sad? Yeah. Would I be upset? Probably not. It would just be I would rather not know that I'm not buying older characters, but I would
That
probably
never
buy
feels
them
good.
anyways.
Yeah. I mean, people bought the fucking Isle of Armor or whatever.
I still remember when Keith did the video reacting to the starters. It's just so funny because he's guessing their types. He's like, Sobble, he's probably Water Ghost, and he's like, Grookey, probably Grass Rock, and then Scorbunny, he goes, oh, easy, Fire Fairy, all the lame ones are fairy types. It's like, damn. He looked at this thing and said, fuck, that's ugly.
Do you remember when the whole internet just freaked out about Scorbunny
What
being firefighting?
Firefighting?
No,
it's
no.
fire, but it was
It's pure fire?
Yeah, pure fire.
They're all
Yeah,
pure.
But it
Which
knew,
kind of
it knew double kick, and it was they were its leaked moveset was fire, normal, and fighting moves, and everyone was like,
They literally just want to make firefighting types. Incineroar basically could
He's
have
a
been
firefighting in everything but name.
but
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell
And
you.
so is Cinderace.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're
it's the only. It's sure, Blaziken, yeah, firefighting. Infernape, it's
Yeah,
weird you did it
little
twice, but
monkey.
that's a firefighting.
Yeah.
But Pignite or Emboar, it's
how did you make a
not
fucking can
not only
into a
that,
fighting type?
but Cinderace's hidden Cinderace's hidden ability is essentially is what Greninja has as its hidden ability, which is protein, which basically which allows you to make your typing the move that you used. So he could just become a fighting type.
Cool.
So he is just a firefighting type.
Because Greninja's pure water, but then because he learns ghost moves or something or dark moves.
dark because
Dark.
water dark.
Oh,
Greninja's
he's
water dark.
He's
Yeah.
water dark.
So-
why does he need that move?
No. So he has that ability. So if you use
he
Ice
can make
Beam,
himself pure dark
Pure. But why would we want to make what's the?
because then you don't have water weakness.
and if
then
somebody
you're only-
uses Thunderbolt,
Yeah, because now you're only weak to fairy, bug, and
But
fighting.
then you miss stab from water.
Yeah, but no, but then if you use the water, it
Oh, then it
becomes
goes
your
back.
type.
Yeah.
Yeah, it changes.
So
every
you
time
get
pick it.
stabbed every single time
I
you use
get
it.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like.
Isn't that
cool.
Kecleon's? No, Kecleon
Kecleon's
changes
the other
every
way.
time you every move it gets hit by, it becomes that type.
But so yeah, that's what Cinderace has. So technically, it could just become a fighting type.
Yeah, so you could be like, I know you're going to use a water type move on me, so bless you. I'll use my fighting type move. Bless you. It's not super strong, but now I'm a fighting type.
But
and
again-
you don't have those
That's
effectives.
Cool. It's a cool ability.
But again, I would prefer, yeah. But going back to it, would prefer Ultimate over.
Yeah, I think.
Would prefer an Ultimate
we'll
over.
agree on that.
Yeah.
I would prefer what they would do, and once the last character comes out, we have so many videos we can make. Finally, the reveal trailer tier list. There's another video I want to do.
Top 10 disappointing moments in Smash history.
Oh my god,
It's just the entire fighters pass.
Steve.
Fighter Pass 1. just all the Fighter Pass. Take your pick. You can remove one because there's 11 of them.
You would remove everybody but probably Byleth. You would remove everybody but
Pirate Mithra. I
Yeah.
loved them. You act like I don't like them. They're my favorite characters in the DLC.
Fair.
So
My
happy
favorite
about them.
in Pass 1 was Hero. My favorite Pass 2 is Pirate Mythra.
My favorite is Hero, and then Sephiroth.
Mine's Byleth and then Pyra and Mithra.
Yeah. We know.
Nothing beats Hero, dude. He's too fun.
No, Hero's fun, but
Kamikaze sold it. That's
I
all I
could
needed.
hear-
Magic Burst?
I could hear how mad people
It's
were.
true. It's really funny.
The minute I saw Three Houses field, I was like, I know that field. I know that music cue. I know that green-haired nothing.
Anyways, what I would prefer them to do is, like, just so that way they could still give Sakurai somewhat of a break, they just do Ultimate Definitive Edition,
And then just make like a.
and then he's just like,
DLC character.
hey, we're gonna just do DLC. It's not gonna happen for a bit, but,
My thing.
you know, I think that would be fine.
I could see that, yeah.
Like, we're not gonna do it for a bit, because now we're just gonna start ramping up production for it, but it's gonna happen, so...
I would hope they are forthwith about how many characters it's gonna be. Like, it won't be like, hey, we're gonna make DLC. There's 9 of them. I can't do this anymore. I was relieved of half of my curse when Sakurai said no more. I was like, oh, thank Christ.
But this will probably happen with like the new Switch in like another three years or so, and then
Yeah, I know, but man, dude,
but
listen,
yeah.
I had such a high tolerance. It's not gonna go back up with time. It's gonna go, but it's never gonna peak. It's gonna stay.
The only way, listen, you gave me all the characters I want. Maybe.
It'd be cool if they were like, we're gonna do like 5 packs, but they're gonna be like 3 characters, all from like similar games. So it'd be like, this is the RPG pack, this is the fighting game pack, this is the action game pack, this is the we have fucking no idea what to call it pack.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, I remember the other character I was gonna put as DLC because you mentioned that. I don't know why, but I was gonna say Jill or something.
From Resident Evil.
From Resident Evil. Just a Resident Evil character.
Yuck.
Lady
Lady Domitress.
Anyways, that's like, I think that'd be cool, and I think that if we did get a definitive edition with DLC, that's where we would see a Tales rep. Almost, I would guarantee it, or else I'd pay you $50. I'd make that bet.
This is great because every time something Smash comes out and doesn't give more, you get $50.
No. If we got Smash Ultimate no.
Yeah, but if they keep doing that, by proxy, you have to give him definitive edition $50.
I would do it, sure. Why not?
The gift that keeps on giving, because either every time Smash comes out, he'll eventually will get $50, or eventually he will get Lloyd.
I don't want fucking Lloyd though.
It would be Lloyd though.
I know, that's it.
Although maybe it would be Lloyd and Yuri.
I'd prefer
probably be Yuri.
I'd prefer I even prefer a Rice character at this point. Their moves look cool.
He wants
Characters are
Jude
basic.
Mathis.
Jude, okay, that's the dream. That would never happen.
No.
Jude and Mila. I would want Jude and Mila
Pyra
combo.
Mithra.
Exactly. But
Walk
again-
so Jude and Mila could run.
Yeah, it'd be so cool. Plus, I think you have to, because like Tales of Exilia's combat is based around like the link attacks and stuff. So it's like
Her taunt could be.
you gotta have
Tipo could show up in the taunt.
Oh, that'd be great. Just
Or he's an assist. Yeah, he's an assist trophy. He eats your head. I didn't even play this game, and I know what's up.
because it's so good.
I'll play it at some point.
Listen, in 2025, when I get through the backlog, I'll play it. Oh god, a Pokemon comes out this year, and it's one I'm contractually obligated to play.
I hope
Yeah,
that I hope that it's not just one.
I
Anyways,
and then
do you guys have anything else to say?
no.
We're almost free of Smash Bros.
You've been saying that.
Yeah, but it's real. It's real
It's
now.
real.
It's surreal now.
It's like when you've been stranded at sea for 30 days and you keep saying there's an island.
I just think it'd be so funny if you're just like, we're free, and then all of a sudden
Pass
he's just
3,
like,
oh my God.
pass 3, 4, and 5
I will not
already
be happy.
announced.
I will be so upset. I'll be like, God damn it, let it end.
And you just be like, oh no.
Yeah, the nightmare won't end.
And did we mention that there might be a pass 6, but we don't know yet? Oh, I think that'd just be so funny.
It would eventually get to the
you.
point I would just sell Smash Bros. I'd be like, I'm done. I can't anymore.
You're not buying the new DLC characters anyway.
Out of principle.
Principle. No, you're still
If you cannot heal the hand of evil, then thou must cut it off. That's a quote from the Bible.
I hate the Bible. Anyways. if you guys have enjoyed this news, I don't know, whatever.
Leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you.
Your past 3 predictions.
Oh,
Yeah.
give us your past 3 predictions. Just whoever you want. I just predict they're just gonna add every single good, like every single thing that they want as every single thing that people want as me costumes, and I think it's gonna be funny.
It'll be that meme of Pedro Pascal laughing and then crying. I love that meme so much.
What the hell is this?
What the hell is this?